My baguettes kept disappearing overnight, so I set up cameras.
Perfectly good reason to set up cameras.
First time Redditor here. This drove them to Reddit. I have never been one to post things on the internet, but I am genuinely so confused and need to figure this out for the sake of my own sanity. For a little background, I, 26-year-old female, have recently got into sourdough bread making. Exciting.
Everyone does that.
Yeah, at some point in your life. And after some of my coworkers bought baguettes from me, my hobby became a successful side hustle. I get around 20 to 35 orders a day. Dang. Around 2 weeks ago, I baked exactly 50 baguettes. And I know this because each baguette form tray makes 10 baguettes and I baked 5 forms, so 50. I believe you. I believe you.
You gotta babysit.
The sourdough. I mean, sourdough is so much attention.
Everyone was getting into this.
In COVID.
Mm-hmm. I think you should have a license. You should need a license to become a bread baker.
I think you should.
I think we're letting too many people get away with it.
I think I agree. The market is so oversaturated with the bread.
Oh my gosh. And I just can see it now. You know how moonshiners are a thing?
Yeah.
People doing that sourdough bread. They're like, I'm not going to pay the government my taxes on my bread.
It's getting pricey.
The prices of gas go up and so does bread.
Yeah.
When all of the baguettes were done, I went to bed and left them to cool on my counter. When I woke up, I immediately went to package the cooled baguettes, and I came up 2 baguettes short.
Oh.
So I recounted only 48 baguettes. Because I always bake a few extra baguettes for myself and to give to my friends, this was not a problem. But I still was confused as to what happened. And a few days later, the same thing happened again, except I came up 4 baguettes short. That would immediately be incredibly concerning to me if I lived alone.
I feel like if you're making this much bread, you're going into sort of a bread fugue state.
Yeah, she might be eating
That's
them.
a lot of baguettes. You make more than 3 baguettes, you're losing count.
Yeah, there's too many to keep track of. The very next day, I took extra care to count out the baguettes, exactly 30. After they baked, I lined them up 3 equal rows of 10, so 30. I went to bed, and the next morning, each row only had 9, so 27 baguettes.
I need to know more about this person's whole situation. I need to know about the suspects.
She doesn't have any.
But what's happening?
Where are these baguettes going? I feel like this is your area of expertise, mysterious baguettes missing.
I'm sure we've covered that. We've been doing this for 10 years. I'm sure we've covered that at some point.
Yeah. Any theories?
It couldn't be, ghosts don't eat things.
No.
They eat ghost food, you know?
Yeah.
They bring their clothes with them. They bring their whole life, you know.
They bring their own baguettes.
Right, exactly right. So, large mice? Many mice?
Be a lot of mice.
But if I'm very curious now, because if she set up an actual security system here,
we'll get some answers.
This
confirmed that the baguettes were in fact going missing. By the way, this comes from Informal Parsley 775, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Sophia.
I'm Shane Madej.
I'm Riley.
And Shane, could you introduce yourself for our audience?
Oh, well, I'm a ghost hunter. You may know me from BuzzFeed Unsolved. I am now in a show called Ghost Files. I have a channel on YouTube called Watcher with my pals Ryan Bergar and Stephen Lim. I also have a show called Puppet History, and I have a new podcast called The Quizzard's Pit.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a busy boy.
You're a man with many hats.
You just got a yap.
I have a lot to say, and I have many outlets for it. So thank you for providing me with yet another one.
Of course, we needed your help in solving
Someone has
the
just
case.
said I'm Ed Norton. I love this guy in Fight Club. I have gotten that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I see it.
Yeah, you know.
I see it.
Sort of the angular, upside down 7 of a nose.
I've only watched half of Fight Club, I'll be honest.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
A real surprise. Wait, the first half or the back half?
The first half.
Okay.
I don't know what happens at the end.
Oh, then that's really exciting. It's a fun movie. I don't know.
But we're also going to finish this story.
Yeah.
OP says, honestly, I have no clue how they could disappearing. I don't have any pets that could eat the bread, no roommates or a partner to steal it, and no one other than myself has a key to my apartment. I highly doubt that anyone would be able to break in through my front door without me noticing. And while I do have a balcony, I am on the 4th floor, so I doubt that anyone would scale the building.
What?
I do have neighbors that I suppose could access my balcony from theirs, but each balcony has about an 8-foot gap.
You could honestly do a whole spin-off of this show that's just a little mysteries like this, where you try to guess what's going to go on.
Yeah.
Do you think it could be sleep eating?
Yeah.
I feel like there's also like carbon monoxide.
That
People
is a
always
thing.
jump to carbon monoxide poisoning. That's what yeah.
How does that have anything to do with this? Or is the carbon monoxide eating the baguettes?
No.
There have been posts on Reddit where people are
Yeah.
like, oh, all these weird things are happening in my house. Like, thank God people in the comments are like, check your carbon monoxide levels.
Oh, like the post-it note thing.
You get like headaches, or like you like will black it, like you'll have like little fugue states, or you'll go out of, you know, your memories will be really bad.
She could be eating all of these baguettes.
Yeah.
And just not remembering.
Well, there was a guy on Reddit who was like leaving notes for himself.
The hoagie down?
Yes. And he
read
was
that.
like, someone's leaving me these crazy notes. It was him writing
Yeah.
to himself, being like, something's wrong, man.
Oh, wait.
No, that's a different.
Did you read the one where this guy thought his wife was leaving him notes that said hoagie down, it's cold outside, and then
Oh,
he
maybe-
found out that he had
Maybe
like
I'm
6
conflating two different stories. Was this a carbon monoxide guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was another carbon monoxide guy.
He had 6 Benadryl every day.
Okay, well, that's a problem.
Well, no, he thought it was 6 Benadryl, but it turned out to be like
Oh, he was just like,
a sleeping pill.
great.
The door to my balcony does not lock, so if someone could get to my balcony, they would easily access the bread. The fact that anyone would ever break into a house to steal bread is so weird and unbelievable. Maybe you have really good bread.
I'm still bread.
Javert.
If it's really good, yeah, he did.
Ever heard of Les Mis?
Yeah. Aladdin?
That's true.
He gave it to his little monkey.
I'm not a sleepwalker to my knowledge. I'm not schizophrenic, and I am not on any medications, nor do I need to be. All of the reasonable answers to this mystery are so unlikely and frankly silly. I ordered a small hidden camera to see if the baguettes are truly being stolen, which should arrive tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I am of sound mind, so if this happens again, I will really start to get scared. At this point, I really just need the Reddit community to help me solve this. I would greatly appreciate any of your theories and will hopefully update in a few days about the situation. We've got comments, we've got an update.
There is an update.
We have the best guy to put on this right
Yes,
now.
solve the case.
I was famously on a show called Unsolved. So I don't do
Got the worst
You have the worst detective on the planet here.
Yeah.
I've seen people positing in the chat that it could be someone in the attic. Did they say they have an attic?
I think they're in an apartment.
Oh my God, no, not someone in the walls.
You've seen those videos of like people who are like, oh, food went missing from my apartment. And then like someone like slowly crawls out from their crawl space. Or
Parasite?
attic. Well, Parasite too, yeah.
That's terrifying.
What could it be?
The most likely scenarios are some sort of hallucination or someone is breaking into your 4th floor balcony.
Yeah.
The thing I would be taking away from this,
Yeah.
they didn't just steal one, they stole multiple, so the baguettes are good.
Yeah.
They are good.
It's flattery,
High
if
praise.
anything.
Yeah, they're going to great lengths to steal from me.
But we got some relevant comments. What the Art Garfunkel says, do you own a carbon monoxide detector?
Okay, good.
OP says, the way I sprinted to the detector, it was running fine, but I still replaced the battery to be safe. And we do have an update. We're going to dive right in.
I'm so excited.
So I need to solve this. I want to thank all of you that offered advice and theories. Checked the carbon monoxide detector and it was fine. I don't use devil's lettuce or even booze, and
Devil's lettuce, some of that jazz cabbage.
Oh, I've never heard that one before.
Yeah.
And I don't wake up full, so really don't think I am the bread thief. As for my landlord, I believe she would never do something like this. She's a very sweet middle-aged lady and has never given me a reason to believe that she would go into the apartment without my knowledge. Those are the types you gotta look out for, the sweet middle-aged ladies.
Yeah.
And the landlords.
Landlords especially.
It's always the landlord.
There's a video out there of this landlord that broke into this people's apartments and started having bow wow time
The landlord did?
With
with some lady the guy found.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
A partner.
And they put it on the news.
Hey, they just need a place for it.
Yeah.
She's like, this is my place,
Yeah.
technically, if you think about it.
So it's not illegal.
I guess so. Have you checked your rent? Maybe it's gone down.
Oh, like the little bread deduction. They just comp them $6.
It just went down a little bit for every bread your landlord steals.
You could steal bread from Gelson's. They got nice baguettes there. Any grocery store, you just wear some wide-legged pants and you just kind of like pop them in there. We've all done it.
That is true.
You look like you have splints on your
Yeah, right.
At this time, I'm afraid that it's likely a human thief because of how neatly the baguettes disappeared. I have taken precautions by barricading the front door, the balcony, and my bedroom door. Honestly, I don't feel unsafe because I highly doubt a bread thief would try to unalive me. You never know. Because of my baking schedule, I did not bake today, but set out 15 cookies on a plate to see if any disappear.
I like that they put up a camera, but I also like that before they're getting down to the bottom of it, they're they're running some experiments. Try some cookies.
Could be Santa.
Yeah, you never know. Santa might have an off season. Maybe he's on vacation in the summer, just looking for some nice baguettes.
He delivers all the fireworks to the area.
That's right.
Yeah, that's his summer gig. They're oatmeal chocolate chip, homemade. The camera should arrive at around 4 tomorrow. I will also be baking tomorrow, and I will be able to set up and video. I ordered a lock for my balcony, but that won't arrive until next week. I have not contacted the police yet because I don't really have much evidence, and nothing else has gone missing. Wish me luck. I'll update tomorrow morning to let you know if the cookies were taken. Smiley face.
Also, you need to get Amazon Prime because you should not wait until next week to get a lock.
Yeah, Opie's like, yes, someone is breaking into my apartment.
Or go
but
to the
it's fine.
store.
Yeah, right.
Just go to the store.
Good old-fashioned store.
The store still exists. I've seen them out there.
It's true.
There's 1 or 2 in each major city.
I've heard about
Go to
them.
store, get camera.
Or you could get one of those just like rods and put it at your balcony because I'm assuming it's a sliding door.
My
you
wife
know?
insists on the rods, the balcony rods.
I had roommates who insisted on
Growing
the
up,
rod.
my parents were like, you put the stick in the door, of course.
Can't hack this.
Yeah, you really can't from the outside.
I think one time I had to convince a child because we were locked in. I don't remember the context of this, but they had to get
rod?
rid of the rod because we were stuck outside.
It's like, this person doesn't even need to buy a rod. Put a stale baguette in there.
Yeah.
Free.
Update 2.
Okay.
I was scrolling through the comments and one commenter gave the link to this confessions post.
Stop it.
My neighbor keeps baking baguettes and leaving them out to cool, and I keep stealing them.
Stop.
I don't know what to do, but I'm stealing her baguettes, and I think she's on to me. Now she's left out 15 cookies in the hopes of catching me, but I don't really like sweet things, only baguettes.
This is crazy.
Yeah, don't put oatmeal in your cookies, guys.
Wait, okay. This post was submitted after my initial post and after my mention of the cookies. I know this is fake. All right.
I'm so gullible.
I believed
like
it.
I
wanted to believe it.
Yeah, I took that hook, line, and sinker. I was like, what a beautiful world that this amazing coincidence could happen.
What a bummer. Because you cannot see or smell the cookies from the balcony. That's what you think. And I've been home all day with no possibility of anyone entering my apartment. I honestly think it was funny, and I'm not upset, but I just wanted to clarify that the confession is illegitimate. Smiley face. We do have a third update.
We need a post-camera update.
Yes.
Is there one?
I don't want an update talking about a confession that's fake.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning safe, thank goodness. When I took down the barricade from my room and went to the kitchen, I checked to see if any cookies had gone missing. All 15 were still there. The balcony and front door barricades were both still intact. This could mean a few things. Rats don't like oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. That's true. The barricade stopped an intruder. The thief knows my baking schedule. Every other day breaks in, and because I'm baking today, will smell the bread and try to steal bread again. I fear the third option is most likely. For now, I will have to wait until the camera arrives. I will update soon. All I want is the camera update.
Get the camera.
All I want is the camera update. We have some relevant comments. Oh, and then I think a camera update.
Okay.
Relevant comments. Tight Pants BDX says, do you have an attic? Could someone be frogging? Frogging in your place?
I guess, is that like stowing away in an attic? Frogging? I've never heard of that.
It's the term for specifically when you stow away in an
Yeah.
attic. I've also never heard of the term frogging.
But if you put that camera up, then would you take all your security systems?
Oh.
Wouldn't you want them to be able to, if you knew,
Yeah.
but then you're
Well, what if you put all of the stuff in front of your bedroom door and then you let them...
perfect.
Frogging in knitting and crochet.
I don't think it's that one.
What? But it said frog.
You're using the AI overview.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Minus AI.
Minus AI.
Wait, there's an option for that?
Hiding in house?
Okay, hiding in house.
Or no, frogging, hiding in house.
What does frogging mean when you're hiding in house?
Oh, PH.
Oh, they just spelled it wrong.
Oh, there's a thriller series about this.
Ah.
Must have popularized it,
Minus
like,
AI.
like catfishing.
How to tell if someone's frogging in your house. Frogging is when someone secretly lives in your house without your knowledge, typically hiding in attics, basements, or crawl space. That's what it's called.
Has this ever happened to you guys? You ever had a frogger?
Yeah, it's Riley.
You know?
He just hasn't been paying rent.
I have thought about it, and I do have a plan if I get to that point.
You could find a little hole somewhere,
There's
you know?
so many. Yeah, you could go in the bathroom. No one goes in there.
That is true.
I wish you well.
Thank you.
Opie says there is an attic, but not directly above me. I have 4 apartments over me, so 8 floors in total with an attic for maintenance. I have no access to it, and security is pretty tight, so I doubt doubt anyone could frog here. An update for the cameras have
Thank
arrived.
God. Okay.
Yes.
Update 4?
Ooh,
It's
boy.
a lot of updates.
Yeah, too many updates.
Everyone's so probably glued to this. They're like, I got to give them a little bit more, but we just want the camera. Don't tell us about your cookies.
I mean, this is OP's first time ever using Reddit.
Grand Slam.
There are actually 4 motion-activated cameras that my father recommended for the quality and easy use. He is a hunter. Oh, God.
Okay.
This is going to turn into that movie with all the rich people where they hunt humans for sport.
Yeah.
But it's OP hunting down the person who's stealing her baguettes.
I like that this father is like concerned enough to recommend
Yeah.
cameras, but like, I won't come check the place out.
Yeah, not concerned
Hopefully
enough.
you catch this person who's breaking into your home every night.
Yeah, he's like, this is the day that you become a woman.
Yeah.
You have to figure this out for yourself.
Yeah.
I sent one at my entryway, one at my counter, one at the balcony, and one on the balcony. You should put one in the baguette.
There's not one trained on the baguettes?
Yeah, well, one on the counter.
Okay, yeah, one in the baguette, so you get the baguette.
You hollow it out.
Yeah.
I am currently baking baguettes, so if the thief's signal to break in is the scent of bread baking, I suspect I will have a guest tonight. I briefly consider the idea of staying in a hotel tonight to be safe, but I have a Glock to defend myself.
Okay, yeah, that'll do the job.
Just like, I'm the daughter of a hunter. I don't need anyone's help. Yet again, I don't think a bread thief is going to unalive me.
You know what they should do?
Yeah.
Is they should have had the baguette on the table with like some fishing wire tied. On the other end, it's tied around the trigger of the Glock. So when they pick up the bread, it just kills the person.
I will still barricade tonight, though. I think that the cameras will be able to reveal what's been going on. Smiley face. My hope is that somehow I am the problem.
Update 5. I am dead, frowny face.
But I fear that someone may be breaking in. And we have a 5th update. Oh boy. A few commenters suggested checking for secret panels or other places someone could break in. Why don't we know the answer? I'm sick of this.
This is like my top 5 worst nightmares.
Yeah.
It's having someone living in my house.
Oh, I thought you were going to say getting
Reading
a bunch
really
of
long Reddit
updates.
post.
My second worst nightmare.
Okay, I'm skipping the next 2 updates because they just say...
Next 2?
The next 2 updates are just like, no sign yet. A 7th update.
Okay.
The thief has been revealed! At around 1 a.m. in the morning, the cameras picked up some movement. And when I looked at the live footage on the counter, there was a man.
There was a man?
There was a man. Worst case scenario.
Yeah, for sure.
A man. So I called the police and stayed in my room. While they were on the way, I watched the man steal 2 baguettes. I wasn't crazy. And then it clocked me how he got in. The huge vent on my ceiling. What?
Stop.
He's doing Tom Cruise stuff.
He's doing espionage.
He's doing Ethan Hunt.
This is Mission Impossible.
You got Ving Rhames up in the vent being like, toast, toast.
They show Tom Cruise a picture of a baguette and they go, this is your mission.
This is the target.
And then the baguette explodes.
Yeah, of course it does.
For context, the vent is almost directly above the refrigerator. He has been climbing out of the vent, onto the refrigerator, then the counter, and lastly, the floor. This was confirmed by watching him disappear. The police arrived maybe 2 minutes later, and when I explained what was going on, they went into the vent after him. What?
Stop it.
They didn't just like find out where the vent went?
You maybe just do that.
Yeah.
Or smoke them out.
They're like, we gotta go, boy.
You just throw a little smoke bomb up, smoke out the warthogs, as they say.
You throw another baguette up there.
Give them a little treat.
Oatmeal cookies.
Yeah, come on, I got a little treat for you.
He was arrested for breaking in, and I was asked to go down to give a statement. This took a really long time, so sorry I couldn't update sooner. As to who the man is, he is one of my neighbors.
Okay.
Because this is now a legal thing, I don't think I should say much. No.
Oh my gosh.
You've said so much, though.
Sparing this part of it.
But I will say that I never would have expected this from him. I didn't know him well at all, but he seemed nice enough. The thing is that I still can't figure out his motivation. Like, I know those baguettes are good, but how do you figure out the vents and go on to break in and steal baguettes? Obviously, I notified my landlady, and she was very understanding that I will be leaving.
For sure.
It's like, oh, what? You don't want to stay around?
Are vents in apartments like that? I guess they are. I guess it depends. But it's scary to think about that.
Yeah, like I'm imagining a small vent, but it's got to be bigger.
Pretty big. Maybe it's like an old building with ducts and stuff.
Yeah, it's one of those big vents.
Here's how you do that.
Yeah.
If your neighbor is making delicious baguettes, you go knock on their door and you go, smells like some delicious baguettes. And they go, oh yeah, I made 50 of them. And you go, give me 3.
Give me 3. pull out your
Give
Glock.
me 3
Give me
baguettes.
3.
No one gets arrested.
Yeah, you go up to their door, you say, give me 3 baguettes, no one gets hurt.
And if they take out their Glock, you walk away. You back up. You back up.
The officers said that I will be able to go and get my things later today. Since I don't have anything else to do today, I'm going to see my psychiatrist.
Good call.
And then stay at my friend's house until I can find a new apartment. Thank you so much for your support, ideas, and funny comments. I'm giving you all metaphorical baguettes. Smiley face. And wait, no, I'll just give you the scaled down baguette recipe. Makes about 4. Warning, vague instructions. I'm really bad at explaining things. Also may cause thieves to break in and steal baguettes.
They included that's really sweet.
I'm not going to give you the recipe though.
Sorry.
You'd have to go find that.
Are you upset about that?
Did you want it?
I mean,
But
A little bit.
You know what's better than a baguette recipe, Riley?
what?
Justice.
No, more full episode stories just like
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search Boca Storytime. We've got an 8th update.
A man went to jail for this. I would like to know what she put in this baguette.
They let him out probably pretty quick, right?
Maybe, hopefully.
You think he's still there? You think they locked him up for life?
I think so. I mean, they did that to that one dude in that movie.
Les Miserables.
Yeah, I was about to say Les Marbles, but that's not what it's
Les
called.
Yeah, he did. He went to jail for 10 years.
I've never seen that, and all I know is he stole bread. I don't want any spoilers.
That's all you need to know.
If you just watch the first 10 minutes of that movie, you'll get your answer.
We got an 8th update.
What?
This is the final update, I think.
This is crazy.
I'm doing well today. It hit me that this all happened when I went to my psychiatrist yesterday. She helped me process this as much as possible. Also, apparently the thief is not able to pay his bail. So he will stay in jail until the court hearing, which makes me feel a lot safer. And that's the end. Smiley face.
I feel like I'd pay the bail.
Really?
I'm not trying to
I'm not trying to ruin someone's life.
I'd take my bread money and I'd be like, I'll let him out.
That's so poetic.
He learned his lesson, probably.
You could probably talk to him and be like, dude, you don't have to break in. I'll give you the bread.
Also, honestly, I'd bail him out, and when he walked out of prison, I'd be like this. I'd be like, you did
Slow
that.
clap.
I had to put up a camera system and everything. It's kind of impressive.
Yeah. I mean, she had no clue.
It is high praise.
I mean, your bread is really good.
That's really good bread.
I'm looking at the comments here. Number 1, she says, no idea why he stole. He could have literally asked me and I would have given him baguettes for free.
That's what I'm saying. It's your neighbors,
You know, like, what was the catalyst for him going to steal these baguettes? Was it the smell?
If it's going through the vents.
He's always in the vent.
He's cruising through the vents, stopping by every unit, being like, what do they got? A little goulash tonight? Yeah. Okay, no, that's not for me. Oh, some baguettes.
It's like the scene with Remy and Ratatouille.
He's got his little food jazz going up above his head.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Every time someone is making bread, it's like when people start home brewing beer, they're always like just trying to offload it to anybody that can. They're like, I got too much bread at home. Please take my bread.
No, yeah, I grew up growing a garden in the summer in North Carolina. We'd have so many green beans, so many tomatoes. We're just giving them out to whoever wants them.
I had an ex-boyfriend who had a passion fruit plant, and he was like, he would send people home with bags.
That's the beautiful thing about making stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Just ask your neighbors for bread. You listening right now, go to your neighbor, ask them for bread. Ask them for whatever they got. Say, I'll take whatever you got.
Gimme. We don't do enough like, hey, can I borrow some sugar anymore? You know?
No.
No, because our neighbors are weird.
They are.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's a fraught time.
Our neighbor across the street hit my friend's car yesterday and then
Yeah.
tried to convince me that she hit their car. And I was like, what are you talking about? That car's been here since Thursday. And they're like, oh.
Gotcha.
So
And
really,
now they're
I
in
could-
prison.
Yeah, and now they're in prison. And then they stole my bread. But that was the end of that story. We've got more though.
That was gripping.
Was that a good start one?
I like a little mystery like that. I really do.
Another thing to add about this story, it happened 17 days ago.
Oh,
They have footage, but they're waiting for it to come back for the police, so we don't have that yet.
they're okay. I'm excited to see that.
We'll send it to you.
Okay, please do.
Yeah, I will personally, I'll be like, here it is, the link.
I love it when they have the footage of people like climbing out of the vents.
Yeah.
Also, don't put your fridge below a vent because they're always climbing onto like.
Oh, yeah.
They're always doing that.
They're always doing that.
Holly Fraser says, I have one good neighbor.
Okay,
It's good.
that's a start.
That's what I always say. Do you have good neighbors?
No, everyone in my building. I think I'm honestly like the pariah of my building because
you're the bad neighbor.
everyone's got dogs and they're all like super friendly about their dogs and they, oh, how's your dog doing? And I always see the dogs. I'm like, that dog, of course. And they all look at me like I think I'm the odd one out.
Aw.
I have this vision of everyone else in my building having big parties and I'm not there.
Aw.
It may be the truth,
Might be true.
but I'm also a recluse.
I think
so
you have to get a dog.
I think they'd see right through it. They'd be like, we know why he got this dog.
Did you ever see that video of these nature doc people who sent a fake orangutan into community of orangutans to see if they could like learn more about the monkeys?
Yeah, where they put cameras in its eyes and it looks really funny.
What if you did that with a dog?
Just get a little fake dog, put it on like a like a skateboard,
Yeah.
have little cameras in its eyes.
I think that would work, like Doctor Who kind of level dog.
Well, now I'm just gonna start crawling around my vents and seeing what my neighbors are up to if they're all having parties without me.
You could find out that way.
That's what I'm doing. I'm not gonna steal their bread. I'll just be in the vent being like, they're having so much fun.
I feel left out. My student knew way too much about my private life. It terrified me.
Kids shouldn't be allowed on the internet. That's a problem.
It is. I, 30 female, am a high school English teacher and have been for a few years. In that time, as a woman, I've been used to teenage boys behaving awkwardly around me sometimes, and pheromones are part of the deal. There have been occasional comments, but generally in the vein of, Miss, so-and-so has a crush on you, or Miss, would you be so-and-so's Valentine? It's all in good humor, in front of the whole class or a large group, and is well-meaning. My school throws a January ball for seniors 16 to 18, which is basically an opportunity to celebrate the start of another calendar year. As it's after hours, not every teacher has to attend, and this year I was asked to chaperone. There's no booze permitted, but obviously some of them sneak in hip flasks and so on. Oh, those teenagers.
Very cool.
During this month's ball, 2 students were huddled at a table in the corner of the hall, not dancing, just keeping to themselves. I know them well as problematic students who have difficulties socially, but also perform poorly academically, so they don't fit in with the popular crowd or the nerdy lot.
That's a rough draw.
Yeah.
Not popular or good at school.
It's the Freaks and Geeks squad.
It really is.
We have some of these every year. Poor hygiene, greasy hair, long fingernails, that sort of thing.
All right. Okay.
Ooh.
We get it.
Oh, these incel little loser freaks. Every year we got a couple. By the way, this comes from Throwaway Jade 94, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. Immediately, I could tell they had been drinking from the way they spoke and smelled, and asked them to hand over any booze they had. One of the boys, call him Stuart, 18 male.
A young Stuart.
I have an uncle named Stuart.
Most uncles are named Stuart, I
It's
think.
true. Started protesting. He said the following, and I'm 100% sure this is what he actually said. Come on, miss. Don't pretend you won't open that bottle of Bailey's when you get home, feet up in your dressing gown, watching the new TV. Give us a break.
This sounds like a little film noir boy. What is this?
Yeah, he said, come on, miss.
Hey, Toots.
Don't pretend you won't open a bottle of Bailey's and kick up your feet watching the new radio.
Yeah, you think we don't know about you? We heard it around the alleyways.
We know you're watching FDR's Fireside Chat.
That's good. That's good. Yes.
And that's why his name's Stuart.
He's an old soul and a freak. Now, as soon as he said this, I felt my heart drop into my stomach and got cold all over. I had just bought a bottle of Bailey's Irish Cream for myself the weekend before the dance. I am in the habit on nights where I don't have much marking or planning and want to treat myself of having a bath and watching a movie or series in my dressing gown. My husband, 35 male, bought a new television over Christmas. I asked him how he knew those things. How do you know that, Stuart? And he feigned ignorance, basically saying, "That was a lucky guess." He has a little cigar.
It honestly could be.
It could be.
Everybody likes Bailey's.
Yeah.
It's a little chocolatey beverage.
He's like, "You look like a Bailey's girl." Yeah. Am I wrong? I was so shaken that I left them, and a short while later, they both left too.
I like the idea of a teacher just being terrified of a student, just being like, Stuart's got me dead to rights.
He knows too
How
much.
does he read me like a book.
He knows I bake baguettes.
86'em. You know what that means?
Yeah.
You're from Vegas.
No, it's a restaurant term, isn't it?
Oh, there's more to it.
Is it a Vegas term?
So the Italians, they call it 86 because when they need to get rid of someone, 8 miles out, 6 feet down.
Oh, I've never actually heard that.
The restaurant industry took it from the Italian.
Maybe.
That is where it came from, because the Italians had the restaurant in 86.
We're learning things.
Oh, it's a learning podcast. But that night, I could barely sleep, and my paranoia kept growing. I simply cannot believe that he could have guessed all three of those things. One, maybe, but no way all three. My husband is away for work currently. I phoned and told him about it, and he basically downplayed my concerns, saying I probably mentioned those things to my class at various points, and the student has just remembered it. Yeah, I remember all the times that my teacher told me about the Baileys she was drinking
Their
in
liquor
her
run.
nightcap.
Oh, I really loaded up last night. I'm hungover as hell today.
Today we're reading a little Hemingway. Oh, I got into a little Hemingway type of alcoholism.
In my small town, we have one ABC store, and if anyone goes to it...
ABC store?
Hawaii?
Uh-huh.
In Hawaii? Where's your hometown?
Oh, my hometown's in North Carolina.
I've only seen ABCs in Hawaii.
What is an ABC?
Well, in Hawaii, it's like a chain of like...
Liquor store.
Oh.
Yeah, and like everyone, like a few people go there, and it's like, oh, Miss Davis went there this morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Wonder what she's doing.
Entirely possible they did see the teacher checking out.
And then they saw her buying a nightgown, and they also saw her husband buying a TV.
Well, but what did the kid say again? He was like, "You gonna drink your Baileys with your husband in your nightgown watching TV?"
Yeah.
Come on, miss. Don't pretend you won't open that bottle of Baileys when you get home. Feet up in your dressing gown watching the new TV. Give us a break.
Oh, he did say new TV.
He said new TV.
Stuart's scary.
He is scary. In all seriousness, I think he's stalking you.
I thought this was going to be a case of like a child just doing some internet stalking, but this sounds like real stalking.
It sounds like on the ground, boots on the ground.
Oh, Stuart could also be out there in the neighborhood, smoking a little cigarette, and then he sees his teacher through the bay window. He's like, wait a minute.
What's she doing
What's she
there?
doing? She's got a nice little nightgown, I tell you that.
But OP continues, I would never mention those things. I just wouldn't, and I'm sure I haven't. I become more skittish at home when I hear noises. I only live in a small house, but when I arrive home from buying groceries, I check every single room and cupboard before I lock the doors. He could be hiding in a cupboard.
She's checking the cupboards?
Yeah.
For a Stuart.
That's for an 18-year-old Stuart.
That's a little...
Make sure to check the vent above your fridge, too, while you're at it.
I would be pretty worried if I were a 30-year-old woman alone. My husband's not here. He doesn't believe me. Stuart is outside.
I almost understand the husband downplaying this a little bit. I guess Stuart could be rummaging through her garbage.
I could see that.
Yeah, he found the...
He sounds like a little garbage boy.
He's a little garbage
He's
boy.
a street rat. Let's be real.
You can learn a lot about a person looking through their trash.
Yeah.
I know so much about you.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
I would probably stay at someone else's house.
That feels like overkill, but you know what?
She's so scared.
Yeah.
She's checking the cupboards.
We
I'm
don't
staying at
know
someone
the
else's
vibe
house.
of Stuart.
No.
We don't.
We know he's a greasy little boy.
He's a greasy little street
And
rat.
have you seen high schoolers nowadays?
It's really scary.
He's probably really tall.
Like, be eye level with you, man.
I don't like to think about that at all. Sometimes I'm at the grocery store and I see someone like down the aisle and I'm like, look at that freak. And then we get close and I realize that my eyes match theirs. I'm like, this is what I am to people, and it's really scary.
By the way, he's 6'4".
Yeah, sorry.
Just in case you didn't know. Sorry about that.
I'm always apologizing for it.
I've also arranged to have the locks changed. When cars stop outside the house, I turn all the lights off and peek at them through the blinds. I'm having trouble sleeping. In class, the student is quiet and the same as ever, not completing homework assignments, distracted in class. My husband is growing increasingly exasperated and worried more for my mental health than the possibility the student could somehow know details of my personal life. I mentioned it to my supervisor as well, and she also basically reasoned that I had either misheard what he said, it was a coincidence, or a combination of the two. What's the play here? I'm seriously freaked out and don't know how to even begin putting this to rest, and we do have an update. What are you doing?
I'm having a heart-to-heart with Stuart.
Yeah, you go to Stuart.
I'm going to Stuart, saying, look, you scare the hell out of me. You really threw me for a loop. And I know this is what you want, you sick little freak.
Yeah.
But how did you know that every night I drink an entire bottle of Baileys? And how did you know I got a beautiful new television and that I got a beautiful new little nightgown?
Yeah, and you shake them, you go, tell me!
Tell me, Stuart!
I'm getting those game cameras that the last OP had.
Yeah.
And I'm proving this little freak.
He's out in the bushes somewhere. You could set out a baguette with a fishing wire on it. That's my solution to everything from now on. A baguette, fishing wire, Glock.
And Stuart never went to school again.
You don't need to kill him. Just get him like a shoulder shot, like in a movie when it's, you know.
You could put a little dressing gown on the baguette.
Yes.
And you just kind of like, oh, la, 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 you know?
You guys are smart.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting this post to receive so much attention. I'm really grateful to so many people who have validated my concerns and helped me develop a plan of action. I got home a little while ago and I'm going out shortly with a friend to try to rule out Bluetooth and Wi-Fi devices with my neighbors. After that, the two of us will try and conduct a meticulous search of the house for any concealed devices using the lights out phone camera trick
The lights out phone camera trick.
that some people recommend and some other tips I've found online. Is that when you like you turn all the lights off and then you like use your flashlight or use your camera to try and see any red dots, like recording devices?
Oh.
Phone camera trick is a quick and highly effective method used to detect hidden spy cameras in hotel rooms or rentals by spotting their invisible infrared.
Yeah, like you can see the little red
That's
camera
smart.
light. Just to clarify a couple of points that I've seen raised, dressing gown is a really common term here in England for what Americans might call a robe. Oh, thanks for explaining. That
Huh?
really tripped
I
me
still
out.
don't get it.
It's absolutely common parlance.
Oh yeah, I guess you have to go English now.
Here, most people I know would associate a robe with something a wizard might wear.
Well, now this actually spins the whole thing on its head because Stuart now is reading more as like Cockney, Dickensian street moppet.
Oh, I miss.
Yeah,
What are
exactly.
you talking about?
Hey, having some Baileys, ain't you, miss? You and that pretty husband of yours.
I have to go back. In terms of it being a lucky guess, if he had just said, relax with a glass of wine, I might have assumed so. But the dressing gown comment, plus the Baileys comment when I had just bought a bottle, and the explicit mention of a new television, which I am 100% certain I did not misinterpret, these things make it so much harder to write off as a coincidence. As far as social media goes, I have Instagram, which is set to private under my maiden name, and my profile picture is not of me. I'm not in the habit of connecting with former students. I only have 3 who have all gone on to study English at university and have used me as references. I also have a Snapchat, which I use only with my husband and very close friends. I have posted nothing about my new television, and I also don't think I've mentioned this to colleagues, let alone to students. Certainly I said nothing about the Baileys I just bought, and we have a second update.
Okay, social media is out of the question.
So I feel like it's either the devices or he's looking through the window,
That or
nothing is happening at all.
maybe he's walking past if there's a teacher's lounge, if the teachers are chatting somewhere, and she's like, I got a nice new TV. I'm going to crack open some Baileys tonight.
And she just forgot about it.
Just forgot about it. I don't know.
Third option, we don't know. Christina the Greek says, I'm wearing my dressing gown right now.
Oh, congrats. You're cozier than we are.
I need a blanket.
If I'm Stuart,
Yeah.
it was just a weird thing I said. I'd be like, why are you obsessed with me?
You're so obsessed with me.
She's like freaking out.
Stuart's just living his own life.
What if he says that to everyone?
Yeah. It's like when you like pretend that you know the future, but you say the same thing every time and it just, broken clock.
I've always thought of like putting a card in my pocket that's just like, oh, the actor you're thinking of is Willem Dafoe. Just something that at some point, 7 years from now, someone's gonna be like, what's that guy's name again? And I could take a card out of my pocket and be like, there you go, it's Willem Dafoe.
And they're like,
Yeah.
you've been watching me.
I want to break someone's brain. Like,
I think that's a brilliant plan.
thanks.
Update 2. After a thorough search of my house, I found 2 devices. Uh-oh. They seem to be camera devices. I don't know if audio is included. One of them was in the smoke detector in my bedroom, while the other was concealed in the wall of my living room. That's terrifying.
Are we learning other things here?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if he was downplaying this the whole time.
Oh, don't worry about it.
he's-
Don't worry about it. Don't look around.
Because he was doing something.
Yeah.
And he was selling it on the black market.
What?
I don't know.
A classic English perv.
Yeah. Looking at an old picture of my bedroom, it looks like the smoke detector itself has changed very slightly. I think that the new one is a device in itself, which the culprits somehow switched with the old one without us noticing. The matter has now been referred to the police. We've got a little bit left.
I need answers.
I fear that we're not gonna get them.
You don't think?
I fear that we're not gonna, I did read ahead. We're not getting answered.
What? I'm looking for answers.
But we know that there were cameras in her house.
Was there any other intel? She found cameras in her house. Did her husband say anything about the cameras?
I think there's a little bit more about that in this last bit.
Okay.
But it is pretty concerning. Stuart knows better, like specific information. There's cameras in her house, and her husband downplayed all of these accusations. And also the school lady downplayed it. Maybe they're all in on it.
You know what? Lock up the husband.
Yeah.
That's how their justice system works in England, I think. I don't think they have due process there. You lock them up.
Yeah.
If someone's fishy, lock them up.
Yeah, that guy's fishy.
The king or queen will handle it later.
Throw Stewart in there too. Lock him up, throw away the key, let him rot.
There is a little bit left. Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
If it wasn't for so many of you taking me seriously and giving me practical advice, I wouldn't have had the courage to check, especially given my husband downplaying the concerns. He's been very apologetic and is coming back from his work trip early, but I've asked to spend some time apart and will be staying with my parents for a while. I'm glad I raised the issue with the head at my school and a couple of others, as there's a paper trail. Another suggestion from the thread. Needless to say, I'm completely shaken to my core and I have the most revolting feeling of my privacy being invaded. I have no idea how many people have been involved in this, but phones have been taken from students and we should have more answers soon. I won't be making any more posts or updates. No. Thank you again to everyone for affirming me and making me feel sane. And that is the end of the story.
They deleted both of their stuff too on Reddit.
They're, like their accounts, or they just...
Their posts that they made. Their account's still active, and I'm reading this here, and it says a little late, but FWIW. My socials are all private. Wait, there was something about similarly a long list of Wi-Fi devices propping up. Other than the Bluetooth list, I'll also try and get my immediate neighbors to rule out some. There will probably be a few left over.
I just think if you're taking to Reddit to post a story like this and involving the community, you owe it to them.
Yeah.
Who's the bigger criminal here, really?
Is it Stuart?
I think
or
it's
is it
OP.
You? You stole
Satisfaction and sanity. I'm not going to sleep well tonight.
No. Yeah, you weren't sleeping well because you had a stalker and cameras in your house, but I'm not going to sleep well because I don't have answers.
I'm very disappointed in OP.
Yeah.
Very disappointed.
I'm glad you found the cameras, though. That's scary. We got another story coming up, folks.
Christina the Greek says you need a criminal record to enter Australia? Is that how they still operate there?
Yeah, I'm actually a citizen there, so
Yeah?
I had to get a criminal record.
You had to do some slight crimes.
Yeah, as a baby.
You will never guess what it was.
Baguette.
Yeah.
Glock.
How'd you know?
Fishing
Baguette,
wire.
Glock, fishing wire.
You're not gonna tell them about the arson?
No, I can't.
Okay.
And a gal says, I think the husband has a secret group watching his wife on a chat or something. That's so scary.
I think so too.
That's the scariest option. I'm terrified.
I mean, I haven't. Have you ever been on the dark web before?
No.
Really?
No. What
Well,
do you
I
mean?
mean-
Have I
I
been
mean-
on the dark web?
Oh yeah. Right. Sorry, I don't mean like, oh, do you scroll there on your free time? But like,
My wife was listening to a podcast recently and she was like, in the podcast, they said that 90% of the web is the dark web. And I was like, that cannot be true.
90%
and we
of the
looked it
web?
up and all that means is like, the dark web is like, it's not 90%. 90% of it is like servers with like banking information and stuff. But there's like, so the dark web is like a little bit of it. But no, I haven't been on the dark web. What are you guys doing here at OK Storytime?
like doing any of your episodes or anything like that, if you guys covered it or
No, that's too grim for us. We keep it mostly pretty light. Yeah, you know, even like when we would do more true crime stuff back in the day, we started like early on, we did like some more recent stuff, but then we were like, we gotta keep it like old and like, or like if it's newer true crime, like kind of light.
We tried to do a true crime episode. Oh, we couldn't release it.
Yeah.
It was my brother and our old host on
yeah,
it.
just those two guys.
And it was just
It
them.
wasn't me.
And they showed it to me and we couldn't release it.
Yeah, it's too dark.
Yes, well, especially when you try to make light.
People will always ask us, they'll be like, do a story about Maddie McCann. It was like, that's a lady who got disappeared. Like there's not a lot of fun to have with that one.
We're not going to solve it.
No,
so.
and we definitely won't solve it.
We got another story though. My girlfriend believes the earth is flat and I'm considering breaking up over it.
Good call.
My girlfriend, female 19, and I, male 21, are both Christians.
Oh.
Since ever.
Oh, these are my people.
The flat earthers.
Yeah, my dad's a flat earther.
Because we go to the same church since babies, but we've never, since babies,
We go to the same church as babies.
but we've never been close before I asked her out and after some time started dating. Less than a month after we started dating, a friend in common told me that her father is a flat earther. One day we were at her parents' house, there were plenty of people, and they started a moderate discussion about the flat earth in the kitchen, while me and my girlfriend were in the living room hearing but not participating. At some point I looked at her and asked, do you believe the earth is flat? And she responded only with, I believe in my father. I was a little shocked and said nothing more.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you respond to that?
And my question would be, which father? Your father or the father above?
And she says both.
One's right.
And one's your dad. In other occasions, I tried to debate with her about the flat earth. She said some really basic and weak arguments. She's like, well, I've never been into space. Well, prove that, liberals.
See that video? It's AI.
See that video with the soccer, tennis ball?
What did they do?
I don't know.
I was like, I could be convinced.
Could be real. I responded with scientific answers. She wasn't convinced.
Oh.
At some point, I got really pissed and frustrated and said some things that made her really upset. So she asked me to never talk about it again. And so I did.
Ooh.
You'd be shocked about how much round earth comes up, though, you know? I don't know if you could keep that down.
Have you ever like been in a relationship and then like learned something like
About like their beliefs?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Flat Earth is a tough one.
Yeah.
That would be really tough.
I've not done that. My boyfriend works on rockets, so fortunately he believes the earth is round.
That's good. That's sort of a prerequisite, I think.
He kind of has to.
has to believe the earth is round.
Well, what if he just wants to get up there to prove that it's flat?
He's like, yeah, he actually works on cameras. So he's like, oh, no, come on, guys.
Then he quits.
Yeah. By the way, this comes from Throwaway. I love a flat earther. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. For many months, I became really anxious and said about it, I'm dating a flat earther. Is this true? This can't be serious. He's looking in the mirror. He's like, oh, God, what am I doing?
But if he's known since baby.
Yeah.
If they church since babies.
Yeah, you'd think it would have come up.
Yeah.
You know your way around it.
Right.
But she did respond pretty politically, you know? He was like, hey, do you believe the earth is flat? And she was like, I believe my father.
Her father, I assume, is a flat earther. I want to learn more about. I don't. This makes it sound like I'm flat Earth curious, and I'm not. But I just want to know, like, do they think it's just like you go over the edge? Is it a disc?
It's kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean.
It is. That's what they think.
That's what they think, that Antarctica is.
Oh, like a wall, like in GTA. It's like the mountains, the bounds of the world.
And then if you get into a certain group of flat earthers, like on a flat earth with one ice wall, but there's multiple ice walls in it, it's actually kind of fascinating.
I guess it would have to be because it's insane.
And there's more worlds around. Like, this is just one ice wall, and there's multiple ice walls around us that we don't even know about.
You know what? You sold me.
I'm in it. But I became even more frustrated and sad. I understood and read some articles saying that their mind can't be changed with logic arguments, probably can't be changed at all if not by themselves. I felt completely powerless. But I love this girl. Oh man, how I love this girl.
You're 21, dude.
Yeah, you can't love her that much.
I love this insane person.
She's so crazy. No one would ever tell she believes the earth is flat because it isn't something that she expresses in any way. She just believes it. She has faith, but doesn't tell anybody. That said, I tried to forget it. Don't pay attention and all, but it changed yesterday.
I couldn't forget that.
I could never forget it. I'd be thinking about it every day.
She'd be asleep at night and I'd just be there staring.
Yeah.
Just wide awake, the moonlight glinting off my eyes.
Is the moon also flat in their mind?
Yeah, what about the moon?
Are all planets flat to them?
Oh my gosh.
You can't, that's the thing. With a flat earther, you can't be like, well, how does the solar system work?
Yeah, they're like, doesn't exist.
Right, exactly. You're not going to get,
Yeah, I've had this argument. How are you telling me that our Earth is rotating around a sun and that sun's rotating around like a black hole? That doesn't make any sense. That's too crazy.
Gotta be flat. Since we're Christians, we don't sleep together and don't stay alone in each other's houses. So we only see each other on the weekends. Her parents bought a house in the countryside and she goes with them every 2 weekends. Yesterday, she was staying in town and said she wanted to talk to me alone. So we went to the cafe and she was acting very strange and I asked her if she wanted to tell me something. She said yes. She told me that she thinks we have really different objectives in life. That she wants to move to the countryside and knows that I wouldn't. I'm a programmer and we live in a really important city for this kind of job. She said that she thinks she destroys everything she touches and doesn't want to do the same with me.
Oh, that took a turn.
She's like, I'm actually really emotionally unavailable, and I think I have some childhood trauma that I need to work through. Also, I believe the earth is flat.
Easy out for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the best possible thing that could happen for this person.
But he loves her.
Yeah, but also...
He's 21.
He's a little baby. Mm-hmm. They've been church since babies, and they're still babies.
That's true.
And it's time to go your separate ways. You'll probably meet a perfectly normal person who...
believes the earth is round.
Shapes.
Does this look flat to you?
She said said that she thinks I want to make her the way I want her to be, and she thinks she isn't being herself anymore because she changed some tastes. She's like, I think the world is a square now, and I don't know how to come to
A
terms with
square. I think it's shaped like the Borg cube from Star Trek.
it's a tesseract. I just don't understand.
Getting cube curious.
Cubist.
Maybe that's how you start. You start with the cube, you get them all the way over to sphere eventually.
Look at that.
And the worst of all, she said that she won't take the vaccine because she believes it's a tool to unalive the weak.
Hell yeah!
Now we all agree on that, of course.
Thank God!
These are my people.
And the blood clots cases are proof of this.
That's right. Yes,
Oh,
it
this
is.
poor gal.
Oh, she's so deep in it.
Yeah.
In the end, she asked for some time to think and see how things go. I was very shocked, stayed in silence for many minutes, asked some questions, asked about her beliefs, flat earth, evil vaccine. Flat earth, evil vaccine, etc.
I like the comment that just says, I'm just not a good person. Heads up, I'm just straight up not a good person.
And got no real answer. She said she's a very sentimental person, while I am a very rational person. This last part is true, but I don't think she doesn't have reasoning, the same way I don't think I don't have emotions. I say it was the worst of all because to me this confirms that she is a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the confirmation.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel so powerless to change anything. I'm devastated. I can't concentrate on anything because I can't stop thinking about it. To make things even better, I'm doing my final college work. We were talking about getting married next year. Wow.
But bullet dodged.
Yeah. Whew.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, thank God.
She wouldn't be able to wear a ring.
Yeah.
We would be dating for 3 years. Wow. I love her so much. She's the sweetest thing there is. She's beautiful. She takes care of me, and I love taking care of her. That's all you need.
She has the measles.
I take care of her. She doesn't walk anymore. She was a very anxious and insecure girl in the beginning of the relationship, having anxiety attacks and such. She probably doesn't believe in those, though.
No.
But I helped her overcome most of it, even though she is still very insecure. I've always supported her decisions. I just recognize that I'm a little too rough sometimes with everyone, and my sincerity can be mistaken for rage and lack of empathy, but it's something I'm trying to do better. So I ask you guys for help. Should I lose all hope and accept that she'll believe in conspiracy theories for the rest of her life? Should I try to convince her otherwise? Should I give her time? Because I'm devastated and want to talk to her right now. We've got a little bit left. What should OP do? He's asking us for help.
It's tough because like when you're that young and if you've been dating someone for 3 years, that seems like an eternity. And you're like, well, we're the most in love that any human's ever been in love.
Of course.
But you gotta cut that loose. You gotta cut that loose. She's a hazard.
She's letting you go.
And to be fair, I think she's coming at it from a place that's surprisingly like, hey, sorry, I'm weird and I believe this stuff.
She is coming at it pretty reasonably.
Yeah, she's like, sorry, I know it's bad. It's a bad situation over here with me.
Honestly, that gives me hope that she will change.
Yeah.
And once she gets out of like living with her parents, she'll realize, oh, maybe taking shots isn't the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
She goes to college, she takes shots and shots.
She got to get those shots. Probably, yeah. You cut her loose, but also be like, those shots, okay? Just promise me you'll get the shots.
Wait, you said two type of shots?
Yeah, like shot.
Oh,
Shots.
Shots. She goes to college.
okay. I thought you were talking about back shots too, and I was like, Sophia, that's crazy.
That's a different one.
3 shots. It all comes back to the Glock.
Yeah,
It's red flags all over the place.
honestly.
What if you, a baguette on a string,
Yeah?
lead her to a kind of thing of the solar system?
The planetarium.
You take her to no.
The Griffith Observatory?
Yeah, the Griffith Observatory.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to do much. She's just going to be
It's
like,
cool, though.
wow, the Earth looks awful flat from up
I
here.
don't know.
Bunch of propaganda.
She's just higher up.
Maybe you could trick her into learning. I don't know. If this was like 20 years in the future, maybe you could book her a flight on
The space, yeah.
the space.
The
Yeah.
space. the baby, where the baby's
See
going.
the round Earth.
You could make her a really famous pop star.
Yes.
And then she could go with Jeff Bezos.
That's right.
And then she gets up in space. She's like crying. She's like,
He'll
oh my
be
God.
around still. He'll be mostly bionic,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he'll be like a head on top of a cyborg body.
It's true. I could see that happening.
I could see that happening. He'll freeze himself or something, Disney style. know.
I don't know. He just gives me Lex Luthor vibes.
Yeah, I mean, he's bald.
Maybe he'll give himself like a spider body. It'd be pretty cool.
Like Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
That's scary. Anyway, we got a little bit left. I think we can fix most of the problems, but the conspiracy theory thing breaks my heart. I don't know if I could convince her. I know I shouldn't try to make her think the same way I do, but I think convincing someone about something is a good thing. Like, what if she was discriminatory?
Yeah.
Is she?
I feel like it's just gonna be a life of pain because, like, yeah, if she's like buying into these things so easily, then
I mean, if we're starting from scratch with, I mean, like, we're not even starting from scratch with a person. You're starting at negative 100, and then you're trying to work back to scratch.
right.
To then get her into where you know, your level of knowledge is. Shouldn't I try to convince her otherwise? Do you have any other advice? I don't want to lose her, but I fear for our future. Some features about our personalities. I'm a programmer, very introspective, don't talk much unless I know the people I'm talking to, love science, believe in it, but I can put it together with my religious beliefs, and it works perfectly for me. She is very talkative, very sweet with everybody, loves people and helping others, and is more of an emotions person, not very rational. Doesn't take this as an offensive thing. Loves to stick with people, especially me, and I love it. I love her very much, and I know that she loves me too. And I think she was very brave to have that conversation with me.
It is a brave thing to be like, hey, I'm a little nuts.
I'm a little crazy. You don't seem okay with that.
Yeah.
And here's the flat Earth map.
Thank you,
Whoa,
Riley. Look
but
at
it looks
this.
so round.
That is one big wall of ice.
Funny thing here is,
I love that it's called New Standard Map of the World.
and this is the clock.
It's a clock? So those are the time zones.
I guess so,
Oh.
yeah. And that's why the sun, like, it goes like that. Have you ever met a flat earther?
I mean, I'm sure in public I have.
But like, have you ever had a conversation
I
with
don't
one?
know that I've ever had a serious conversation with anyone about that.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yes, my dad is a flat earther.
What?
His thing is that I say that he's taking the Bible too literally because there are things in the Bible
Are
where
there
it says,
things in the Bible that...
Well, it says things like the four corners of the earth, that thing, and he takes it too literal. And I try to explain to him that the Bible is written in like Hebrew.
Right.
Love in Hebrew love in English in Hebrew has 4 different meanings. So think about the other words
They've
in
even
Hebrew.
said some stuff in like Adam and Eve, like the apple was like translated in a weird way. It may not even be an apple or something.
Exactly.
Could have been a pomegranate.
Oh,
That's what they said.
it could have been a pomegranate? That's juicier.
It is juicier.
I'm thinking about that. That's nice. I'd eat that.
Like the translation from Hebrew to English, things get like things. And I try to explain that to him. And I'm
So
like,
maybe we get you into this with this girl.
Yeah.
and also my thing too is like, if God made the universe, why couldn't he make a round world that revolves around a sun and that sun revolves around a black hole? Wouldn't that like say he's greater than if he just made a flat earth? That was my other argument with him.
Yeah.
I honestly would be pretty impressed with if God made a flat earth. I'd be like, you know what? You went crazy with that one. Because honestly, like I believe in round earth personally, but anytime I see like those crazy flat earth maps, I'm like, are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at this. There's waterfalls coming off of the side of it. If God made that, I'd be like, wow,
Dang.
impressive, my man.
Honestly.
Yeah, we didn't know how to tell you, but this is a flat earth.
What is there? Is there like a tried and true method for deprogramming flat earthers? That's what they got to get to the bottom of.
Did you guys ever see that video of these flat earthers trying to prove, and then they accidentally proved round earth? Yeah.
They were like doing something like across a
Experiments.
vast difference, like
Yeah.
land.
Like 17 feet or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they were
and it
like,
was
if
like
you can
something
see
with the
the
horizon.
light
Yeah.
through the hole or something, it's...
And they proved that it was round. And they were like, well, I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Maybe the moon was shifting. I don't know. It's a cloud.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
And JN1 says, if the earth was flat, the cats would have pushed everything over the edge.
That's good.
Yeah, this is like the graph that they were.
Yeah, and they were like, if the light goes through all the things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's their theory.
But I assume they did this over a much longer...
Well, that's 23 feet.
23 feet.
It had to be longer than 23 feet
There's a video. They spent $20,000 trying to do.
to prove themselves wrong. Oh, someone's commenting with Terry Pratchett's Discworld. He has the best map.
Terry
Pull it
Pratchett?
up. Yeah, Terry Pratchett Discworld map.
Oh,
He was a English author. He had like...
Oh, no, I know. Good Omens.
Oh yeah, he had like Discworld was like 30 or 40, maybe more novels.
I've just never read Discworld.
There it is at the turtle. It's on the back of a turtle.
oh, sick.
I've only read like 3 or 4 Discworld books, but they're fun. But yeah, a giant turtle floating through space with 4 elephants on its back and then a flat.
How does he eat the turtle?
He just chills.
Like a whale, he eats
Octwin or
krill
something.
or
I forgot
something.
his name. Show the girlfriend that. Get her really into Discworld. Maybe it'll change her mind.
Yeah, you could just do that slowly.
Yeah.
I could totally see that.
Yeah.
But we got another story. A stranger keeps getting into my locked home and I can't sleep.
problem? I don't know.
I don't know if this problem is an RBI, Reddit Bureau of Investigation.
Is that a term they use?
I guess so.
Okay.
So if this fits somewhere else that you know of, please tell me. For the past couple of days, I've had this issue. I'm pretty sure someone is in my house, but I can't exactly prove how. And yes, I called the police this morning. They don't seem to know either, but I'll get to that in the next couple of paragraphs. I'm 24 female, if that'll help in explaining my predicament.
Oh, yeah.
I live alone, I keep a tidy house, more so than most people. My bedroom can be a bit disorganized at times, but the rest of my house is well organized, which is why I was able to detect something was off. Have you checked the vents?
That's number one.
That's first on my list.
Is carbon monoxide number one or checking your vents number one?
Okay, well, because of the story we read is checking vents, then it's carbon.
Carbon monoxide probably first. Only because that can kill you.
True.
Because if someone wanted to you would already be dead.
And if there's a carbon monoxide leak, it'll probably knock out the person in the vent before you.
Good point.
Two birds, one stone.
Here we go.
I came home from work a couple of nights ago and found a bottle of scotch sitting on my stove. It was my scotch. That's not the mystery. I use it for cooking.
Oh.
It sits near the stove, never on it. And I don't remember the last time I had hands on it. I was able to convince myself that I had maybe moved it while cleaning the counter and subconsciously put it there and hadn't realized that I did. I'm still not even against believing that, but I'm making a point. By the way, this comes from Wanderwell1, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit, and OP says, the second thing I noticed, which I know wasn't a fluke on my part, was an energy drink sitting in my fridge. I like to drink the grape NOS, but I like to drink them warm, and I'll leave them out for an hour or two to let them warm up. You like to drink warm energy drinks?
Why not just leave them out?
Why put them in your fridge at all?
Maybe that's the process.
Yeah, I do like energy drinks. I do not like them warm.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's like a warm carbonated drink.
You don't want that.
Yeah, that is weird actually.
What are they cooking with scotch, by the way?
I was trying to figure that out too.
Because I've cooked with wine,
whiskey,
vodka sauce. Mm-hmm. What do you?
I don't know what they're
chime
cooking
off
with.
in the chat.
To the point where they're leaving it on the stove. It's not even like a one-time recipe. They're doing it a lot.
Just Scotch eggs every morning.
Yeah.
Scotch bacon.
Okay. It's so creative.
Oh yeah, Scotch eggs.
They make so many Scotch eggs.
Solon Saint.
Cranacan?
Are these all like Scottish?
They're all Scotch. They're Scotch.
Yeah, these are Scotch eggs. Yeah. Oh, look at them. I would totally do that.
I've had a Scotch egg. It's good. I didn't know they used actual Scotch.
I guess that's where the name come from.
Yeah.
But while I was running errands, I get back and find this thing sitting in my fridge, which I just wouldn't do. It was the very early morning hours, about 2 a.m., give or take, and I can hear footsteps inside of my house. They weren't on the floor, though. More specifically, they were on the ceiling. I have a metal roof, and the sound of something hitting that is very different from the sounds I was hearing.
What?
These definitely sound like they were coming from the attic. Also, I don't have an attic.
Ah!
I guess if you don't have an attic, it's just the roof.
It's just the roof.
That's what we call that.
What about the place you put the insulin though?
The insulation?
Insulation.
That's where I store my insulin.
I wasn't trying to make you look like a fool.
I didn't know what it was called.
That's where I put my insulin for my diabetics.
I guess, yeah, maybe that's just someone on the roof. Or if they have vents, if they do have like crawl space or something. Yeah.
It could be a crawl space.
Because like growing up, my family didn't have like a walk around attic, but we had an attic where you could like put boxes up there and kind of.
We had at my family home, we had in my room, not an attic, but like a crawl space that
we could stash stuff.
Yeah, as well. I called the police. They were not very much help. Wasn't much they could really do. They looked around my house for entries. Nothing seemed to stick out. I did this myself, but I felt a second set of eyes could hopefully point me to something that I didn't see. But as I stated, they weren't much help. Not trying to take jabs at the police, but it is what it is.
It's kind of the par for the course with these stories.
Yeah.
The police are always like, I don't know what to tell you, ma'am.
It might be
Sounds like you might
things.
have a creep hiding in your crawl space.
Sounds like you got a ghost.
Yeah.
I worked the day shift today. When I got back home, I found a few of my ceiling tiles on the ground. This was alarming. It was like someone had stepped through my ceiling. I have no clue what to do. I had my neighbor from next door come over to help me find a place someone could have gotten in. My windows are always locked. There's one place on the outside of the house that is theoretically able to be accessed and entered through, but it would require a ladder and a screwdriver to get through. People can buy those.
They're like, it would require something you could get at a store.
They don't just give those out to anybody.
You have to give them a little bit of money for those things.
And I just don't see how someone could access that without raising alarms from the neighbors.
He's coming from above.
Yeah,
We know that for sure.
it's true.
Can we put cameras up there or something?
We always got to be putting cameras up. I have cameras in my home just to watch my cat when we're
Like a baby
out of
cam.
town.
You seem like a cat person. I knew you had a cat.
Yeah, I sent Riley. Riley emailed me about this. Did you see that? Riley
wait,
sent me a
that's why.
picture of his dog, and I sent him a picture of a box because my cat just died.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We knew it was coming. It was a long time. Do you have cameras in your home to watch?
This house?
Yeah.
Well, these.
Well,
That's
these,
true.
of course.
We do have cameras in
Yeah.
our home watching me right now.
I feel like it should be standard practice this day and age.
Wow.
Growing up, my dad was like ahead of the curve, and he had like cameras all over our house. This
Maybe
was
that's
like
why
early
you
90s.
have cameras in your
Could
house.
be. Like in our like main room where we had like our entertainment center, he also had a separate security.
Cameras. I was about to ask, did he have one of those like
Everything was on motion sensors. You could see like everyone around our house.
did he like put it like was there a curtain covering it?
No, it was just always up.
So like when visitors came?
Yeah, it was weird.
In a camera-loving house.
I grew
Yeah,
up. Well,
your
yeah, it
police
was a
state kinda
panopticon.
situation.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
I know what you can do with those cameras that you aren't using right now.
yeah.
You can rent them out to people like this.
Oh, that's a good call.
New business.
Because we've had 3 stories where cameras would help them.
Yeah.
Frog Busters.
Frogbusters, new podcast
I've been
name.
ghost hunting. It's time for me to go frog hunting. That's with a PH. We learned about it in
Yes, I
another
was
story.
gonna ask.
Frog hunting with a PH, and it's just about catching squatters.
Yeah.
I love it.
I got a tool belt. I got my baguette. I got my fishing wire. I got my Glock.
You got a ladder, screwdriver,
And every episode we shoot a person.
but you have a GoFundMe for your bail.
Every time I'm out.
You can't keep this guy down. Any and all advice or recommendations are welcome, and because I know people will suggest, cameras are already ordered.
Oh, great.
First, I was in a jumpy state of mind when I initially wrote this, and I'm realizing that I wasn't clear in explaining some things. I have addressed it in many of the comments, but I'll address it here to hopefully be more informative. The I don't have an attic comment was a poor choice of words. I mean that there doesn't appear to be any way up there that anyone has been able to find from within the house. There is obviously a way out there, albeit a challenging one. There is definitely space for movement on the upper portion of the house. And second, the NOS, N-O-S. I completely take responsibility for this one. I did absolutely zero to clarify what I meant. The flavor of NOS that I like isn't sold commercially in packs from the grocery store. This is the energy drink. I have to buy them cold from the cooler at the gas station and then let them sit out to warm up. I understand that my initial explanation was a bit confusing, and I'm sorry about that. Also, I called my older brother and asked if he would come and check out my place with me just so I can have an unbiased set of eyes on the property to see if a conclusion can be reached. People expressed concern that I was staying in the house, and I was very much appreciative, not only of these users, but everyone who offered advice. I'll be staying with my brother and sister-in-law until the matter is resolved, and we've got a second edit, and it starts off with culprit found.
Oh my God. Okay. But before we get to that, so the evidence thus far was just energy drink left out,
Well, energy drink left in fridge.
left in fridge.
Yes.
Ceiling panels.
Ceiling panels falling, hearing footsteps.
Hearing footsteps, and the scotch was just
It's gone.
the scotch wasn't part of
On
it.
the stove.
But they were like, it's all over there anyway. Most
Yeah,
of the
they're
time.
like, it's usually next to the
Oh,
stove.
it's next to, but it was on the stove. Okay, that's all very concerning. But culprit found.
Culprit found.
Buckle in.
This is way better than the first story we read.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like getting straight to it, which is nice.
It took a while.
Too long.
Culprit found.
Let's go.
Not what I was expecting, but a handful of commenters were right. I'll update in a full post when I have a minute. I'm fine. I'm safe. I'm not in the house. And thanks to everyone expressing concern. I don't care.
Shut
Tell
up!
us.
Tell us!
Tell us.
We don't care if you're safe!
I won't be staying in the house anymore. I'm going to find somewhere else to live.
Oh.
I'm going right to the update.
I feel like it's mold.
Oh.
I could see that happening. I watched a video about how mold can do things to your brain sometimes.
Mold can mess with you. Mm-hmm. A lot of ghost stuff is just mold.
Stop.
Wasn't that like the
Mold and
witch
gas leaks.
trials? Was all like,
Yeah, I don't know how like conclusive that is. That it was a bread mold.
yeah.
They thought maybe had contributed to it, but a lot of that was there were also a lot of like weird land ownership motivations for people involved with all that.
Political reasons.
Very strange. Yeah.
They just wanted to get rid of some women.
There's a really good book about it called In the Devil's Snare that like really gets into it.
Interesting.
Let's find out.
Next day. If it wasn't for the insistence of the comments, I would have assumed I was still doing things correctly and maybe passed away sooner rather than later. I called my older brother and asked him to come check out my house with me and see if there was something in the house that I was missing. He was able to get a look at the entry point at the top of the house. The screws weren't turnable, and he eventually abandoned the attempt to open it. There was a very unlikely chance that anyone was using this to get inside. But the scarier part is coming right now. Carbon monoxide was a big thing recommended as the culprit in my original post. And that was the first thing we said.
Wait, but are they confirming that, or are they saying like...
I'll keep reading.
Oh, okay.
It's always carbon monoxide and brain tumors.
Oh, God, I didn't even think about brain tumors.
Yeah, or 6-Seroquel.
Like they'll be in a loving relationship for 10 years and then their partner becomes like very agitated, very mean.
Yeah.
I inform most of the users that I have not one, but 2 carbon monoxide detectors in my home.
Smart.
I was very convinced that wasn't the reason behind it. But my brother had decided to check my fuse box, which is located on the outside of my house. One of the fuses was turned off. It just so happened to be the fuse that was powering the outlets being used for the carbon monoxide detectors in my house.
Stop!
He said with the recent freeze, it was possible that the fuse had frozen and then switched off gradually once the ice had thawed during the day.
Whoa.
I don't know about all that, but it sounds plausible enough. Finally, once the fuse was turned back on, he recalibrated my carbon monoxide detectors. I admittedly don't know how to do this. And there were higher than normal levels of carbon monoxide detected in the house.
Oh my God.
That's so scary. With the heat running and without proper ventilation, I seem to have been doing these strange things in an altered state of mind or just downright hallucinating. Wow. We've got a little bit left.
So what about the roof and stuff?
The ceiling tiles she found?
Well, she did say she could be hallucinating.
Just true. They might not
Ceiling
exist.
tiles, if she is hallucinating that stuff is happening in the ceiling, I know at least what I've read with other carbon monoxide things is like people will do stuff and completely forget about it.
Yeah, so
there's a chance that she was like, oh, there's stuff going up on the roof. Maybe she's like poking at it with something and knocking like ceiling things down. I don't know.
maybe she heard the steps.
And then like forgets.
And then tried to get into it, and then that's a good...
Check your carbon monoxide detectors.
Always.
You set up the fish wire and Glock.
That's number one.
Why not both?
Awesome, Ashley. Everyone, check your carbon monoxide detector right now.
Right now.
Do we have one?
I was about to ask that.
Is that just a smoke detector up there?
Yeah, that's a smoke
we have a
detector.
lot
I'm
of
sure
smoke
you've got one
detectors.
somewhere.
Yeah, our landlord's
Don't
always
worry
around.
about it.
It's fine.
You'll help us find hours
You're not
later.
even here right now.
I'll watch some more episodes and make sure you guys are on the level. And
Yeah, you reach out to us in a couple of months, and you're like, hey, I don't know what's going on.
you guys email me tomorrow and are like, hey, we'd love to have you on the show. I'm like, uh-oh.
As for my ceiling tiles on the floor, I don't know, but it was near a closet, and when I looked at an old picture I had taken inside of the house when I was first trying to rent the property, I noticed a picture of the tiles hanging loosely from the base. It must have been one of those things that my brain defrags as irrelevant information and never fully noticed it. The falling was seemingly just a natural occurrence, and my brain conjured up further paranoia to fuel my delusion of an intruder. So that's it. Mystery solved. Thank you everyone for your helpful suggestions and concerns for my well-being. It didn't go unnoticed by me, and I apologize for wasting the community's time. I mean, we saved your life.
What a power poster.
Yeah.
They gave us a conclusion. They apologized for wasting our time, even though they didn't.
They didn't.
I was entertained.
Everyone was happy to get to the bottom of that with this person.
Yeah, you're still alive. We got an update.
Finally got our carbon monoxide ending, which we were
Yes.
hoping for. Not that we weren't hoping for it, but
We could do a YouTube compilation of just...
do you guys get that a lot?
It's like the 4th one, I think.
I think we should do one that's just hallucinations.
Yeah.
You think brain tumors is a hallucinogen?
They can do that, I think.
Yeah, we could do
I
that.
feel like you could just have a brain tumor one by itself, too.
Okay.
That's how broad it is.
That sounds like a really fun and lighthearted episode. Just brain tumors.
Brain tumors and carbon monoxide. The sad part about the brain tumors is
What's the sad thing about brain tumors, Riley?
that sometimes they don't catch it in time. You can wear that hat if you'd like.
I think I'm going to opt to not wear this hat.
Keon brought it back from the Philippines
Okay.
because he has family in the Philippines. That's why we have that.
He got it from me.
Works, yeah.
The sad thing about the brain tumor stories is sometimes they don't catch them in time. People die.
We were learning a lot today.
Yeah, that's the sad part of it. Do you have any fun facts to counter that?
Sometimes they smell stuff. That's how you catch it early.
Yeah.
Smells.
Keep your nostrils
Smells like sulfur
open.
or something.
That's a good point.
Or toast.
Oh, it's toast?
That's strokes.
Is
no?
that strokes?
Yeah, burnt toast is
Toast
strokes.
is strokes.
Toast strokes.
And with a brain tumor, you're toast.
I'm also going to get checked out tomorrow. I feel fine. Oh, and I've been breathing natural air for a few hours now, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Sending everyone really big hugs of gratitude, question mark.
Question mark. Uh-oh.
I don't
Still nuts.
But that's the end of that story.
Yes, we do have one more thing if you have time.
Yeah.
And it's about Keon, and he's going to share his story that he's had with one of his friends.
What's going on here? Is it a
you can't.
Is it a ghost situation?
Oh, yes.
You know, a lot of times when Ryan Bergara, my co-host, and I go to haunted places, people get really excited and then, they corner us. Not corner us. They don't corner us. I always go and meet them and I go, "Oh, thanks for having us here." And then they tell us a ghost story. And sometimes they just start getting really long. And Ryan believes in ghosts, so he is like, "Wow, that's crazy." And I just slowly back away.
See, this is what I do with Keon because I don't believe in ghosts.
Slowly back away.
And Keon always tells his ghost stories, and I'm like, okay.
But I am very curious. On a podcast, I'm not going to slowly back away because if I do, then an offensive hat is going to fall on my head.
It's crazy when I say it, but it's crazy when multiple people also confirm this.
No, I love hearing these things. I always say it because people are like, "How can you not believe these things?" When people tell me ghost stories, I always believe that you believe what happened. I believe this. I don't think you're lying to me or anything.
I was the same way as a kid growing up. I was like, my mom's like, "Oh, you're just freaking me out," or like trying to trick me and like, "Oh, there's ghosts under your bed," until I saw it happen and I went, oh.
Well, people are always, they're like, "There's no way you don't still believe in ghosts." And I'm like, I still don't, not one bit, but I would love to be convinced otherwise.
Yeah,
so
I feel like hunting with them would even further cement my...
I feel like that's always the thing, like when you finding love or something like that, like you go out for it, you're like, "Oh, you won't find it," but it comes to you. The
more you date, the more you don't believe in love.
I'm crawling all over America and the world trying to find ghosts, and they don't want me.
Here's my story. This involves my girlfriend, which, funny enough, you have technically met.
Oh, yeah?
Last year's Midsummer
Scream.
She was the clown on stilts that Ryan
I remember meeting her. Yeah.
Yes, amazing.
In the like with all the mini haunted houses or scare mazes. Yeah.
She was the tall clown that Ryan high-fived.
Yeah.
That's my girlfriend.
Incredible. Is she always on stilts?
From time to time, if she wants to be, yes.
Yeah.
So this is when we first started dating.
Yeah.
And I told her, "Oh, my house is a little haunted. This is the house I grew up in. Like, you'll see maybe like you'll hear like a door or a creak. Nothing crazy, but like I've seen ghosts in my house.
Yeah.
Doors open, figures, that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Cool. I've seen ghosts, chill. First night she stays over at my house, we go to bed. She checks her phone just to see like what time is it, and it's like around 2 a.m. Dark room. She then sees on her like the phone lights up on the bed, and she sees feet in front of her. And she's on the corner of the bed, and she's like,
"What are you?
Am I dreaming? Am I hallucinating?" And she does the
classic.
Feet still there.
Yeah.
Of course, it's still a dark room, but her phone shows the figure of something over her, staring at her and like tracking her head. And she's terrified. And she does haunted houses for a living.
So it takes a lot to...
And this is when she starts waking me up, shaking me, saying, there's something on the bed, staring at me. And I go, "It's nothing." She really shakes me. "Hey, something's on the bed, turn on the light." It's gone. I comfort her. Next day comes.
Good boyfriend.
Yes, I'm like, I leave on the...
I comfort her.
I leave the lights on, leave on some white noise. Things are gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Next day I go, "What's that all about?" She's like, "I think I just had like a sleep paralysis thing and all this." I'm like, "Could you describe it to me? Because I've seen ghosts in my house and I just want to know what it looks like." She said, "Looked like a dark figure, obviously on the bed. I saw like the dark feet on the bed and it was just staring at me, looking at my face, tracking me, and it had like kind of like my hair, but like a little bit more curlier, a little bit longer."
Was she saying like your hair or her hair?
Like my hair.
Like your hair.
Like very similar to my hair.
Yeah.
And the figure wasn't that tall. It was just like able to stand on the bed. She thought it was like I had a younger brother or something like that. And I went, that doesn't ring a bell. I said, maybe it was sleep paralysis. Nothing crazy. So she goes to work and then my mom comes home and I go, "Mom, you've seen all the ghosts in this house and all this stuff. There was this ghost on the bed last night that was tracking Carly, my girlfriend, tracking Carly's face." And my mom shrieked. And she said, "Did this ghost have long curly hair and was it tracking her face?" And I went, "I didn't describe the ghost.
Yeah.
You described it without me saying any of the information." And she said, "Yeah, this happened 30 years ago. The first night I stayed in that room, which was the room that was my dad's room growing up in that house.
Yeah.
It did the same thing the first night with me. There was a figure standing over us, tracking my head, doing the same thing, just staring at me with long curly hair. Didn't do anything malicious, anything intense. It was just doing that." Mm-hmm. My mom never told me about this until I told her what my girlfriend saw. So I went, oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
My sister's never seen it. I've never seen it. My dad's never seen it. My mom's only seen it one time.
Yeah.
Same thing, first night with my dad in that house, in that room, now with my girlfriend 30 years later.
Has she stayed there since?
We sold the house.
You set it
but
on fire.
They've stayed in that house for my entire life.
I feel like I have heard that a lot where people will, because I was, a lot of times you can chalk it up to like sleep paralysis, but you do get that a lot where people like in homes will have the same experience with like, oh, I saw this very specific thing.
Very, yeah. And it's very odd because my mom and my girlfriend never really, like this was again, first time started dating very early in our relationship. So they never really talked about ghosts or spirits or anything like that.
Do you have any paintings in your house?
No.
Yeah. Oh, like anything that could have like influenced it in some way.
Like a human shaped lamp?
No.
You don't have you sure you don't have a human shaped lamp?
I don't know.
It was just me in the mirror. So this is a running gag.
I think you're just electrical.
I think I'm just shockingly.
You drag your feet?
I don't.
Yeah, you do. You're always growing out your hair real long and dragging your feet.
I get shocked a lot.
I don't think the ghosts are like doink.
Yeah, no, I don't blame the ghost on
Keon's
that
just
one.
asking you for medical advice.
I know. Yeah. What do I do about that?
Is that a bad thing? Is that a good thing?
Am
I a mutant? I don't know.
I mean, I don't have answers for it. I don't believe in ghosts. I do believe, I don't know, dreams are weird.
You don't believe in like a spiritual, like these ghosts or anything like that. It's just a physical world.
I guess I guess.
I also same.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of like the concept of, I think it's like dualism, physicalism, and then it's the idea that there's either the body and the spirit or just the spirit. And I feel like there's just the body.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like, well, then what are we? I don't know. Weird little blip of consciousness, and then we're gone. We're getting
which is
really
so
into it.
scary.
That's really dark.
But,
Yeah, I don't like to think about
yeah,
it.
I don't know. I it's tough because sometimes that sounds pessimistic, but I always frame that in like, well, it's really nice that we're here, and you make the most out of the present and the weird little time that you are. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I always tell people like I am like one of the least combative skeptics out there. I mean, I've been ghost hunting for 10 years, and I don't believe in them.
Yeah.
So, and I still have a great time doing it. It's just nice to see places. We got to go to Alcatraz and just walk around on our own. And I was like, no tourists, great.
Yeah, so you never get like that EP vibe where like, oh, I'm scared. It's just like, oh, whatever.
I mean, there's definitely places where stuff has happened. Like we went to the Villisca axe murder house. And like, when you're at a place where something horrible has happened, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
But some
that's
places,
the carbon monoxide.
It's probably just carbon monoxide or the fact that a bunch of children were murdered there.
What's the difference?
Oh.
Both very affecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I think, all of our questions.
Yeah,
for
sorry, I
you.
can't help you with that one.
No,
but
that's okay. I think we're still.
do you want me to sleep over sometime?
It's very. I mean, I think that would be great. We can have a little sleepover. We can. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. We'll see what I see.
Funnily enough, my roommate, who's very not skeptical, but like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, you saw him earlier.
You saw him earlier.
He works on the show.
That's my roommate. I told him like, hey, usually ghosts kind of follow me or like are with me.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, dude. There's sometimes I just get really creepy vibes out of the blue. Like I feel like I'm being stared at or watched or looked at. It hasn't happened until I started becoming roommates with you, and I went, yeah, that's just
Sorry,
just
man.
natural. Yeah.
But isn't that just, causation, correlation?
Could be.
Kinda,
Yeah. Maybe you just
yeah.
give off those vibes.
You just have those
I gotta
creepy
say,
vibes.
when you walked in the room just now, I was like, bad vibe.
That guy's got demons. That guy's got battle scars. Yeah.
That's where we'll end our episode.
Great.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank you for
us.
having me. This was a joy.
I'm so
glad we got to the
glad.
bottom of brain tumors and carbon monoxide.
And also just kind of spiritualism and.
Yeah, we really dug into it. We'll come back for the philosophy hour.
But if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow. Hey, don't leave yet. We've got some stories that we think you'll enjoy, so stay tuned for the next one.
My mother's furious that I plan to exclude my family from my future wedding, but I'm not even engaged yet.
She's like, I know you're not getting married yet, but in the future, I'm going to be very mad.
I've been watching wedding drama Reddit posts on YouTube for a while and picked up the habit of planning my wedding while watching. I'm only 23, a female. I'm not engaged, nor do I have a partner, but I have anxiety and thought it would be nice to plan ahead to take away some stress in the future. And by the way, this comes from you-no rewitch en español, Tion6032. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to ROK Storytime subreddit. I've not bought anything, but I just write down my ideas. I have a composition notebook. The first few pages are a table of contents, and I have numbered the pages to make it easy for me to add in new ideas when I get them. The details are not important, but I just want you to understand the setup to the situation. So, My parents know I'm not dating anyone, and I love them so much, especially my father, who stood up for me in this situation. My mother, on the other hand, is big on family, comes first, and reading my stuff if I leave it in a communal space in the house. She's read my journal before and thought we were past that. I was wrong. Like I said before, my wedding plan is just in a normal notebook, but on the front I wrote, confidential plans, most awesome wedding ever, details inside, keep out.
Okay, girl. Well,
That's like having like a giant treasure chest and being like, this is my treasure, but it is pure treasure inside, but stay out. All right, when I went to bed, I left it out thinking nothing of it. I went to work the next day, and as I was leaving, I saw my mom at the kitchen table, but I was going to be late if I didn't leave, so I just headed out the door. When I came home that night, my mother was not pissed, but salty. In the book, I have a section for guests, one for friends and one for family. I included some cousins from my mom's side, but no aunts or uncles. On my father's side, we only talked to one of his sisters and her husband and kids, and I had all of them on the list. My mom knows that I know all the names of her siblings and their kids and asked why they weren't on the list. I asked why she read the book if it was mine. She said I left it out and she was curious. I once again told her that I didn't like it when she does this, as it's my belonging and it wasn't hers to read. She changed the subject and started with her line that family is important and they'll be there forever and my friends will come and go. Here's the thing. I'm the youngest cousin by 4 years. I have 13 cousins on my mom's side, 10 of which are male and 3 of which are female. I wrote down my female cousins' names and one male cousin who's attracted to the same gender, and I love him. Most of my family are heavy Republicans, and I believe a lot of things I don't. I've never liked most of my family on that side, and she knows that. I've never been shy about my opinions on them. At most family events, I bring a book and sit alone in another room because I have nothing in common with them. They never made the choice to get to know me, nor have I tried to get to know them, because they and I disagree on a lot of things that I cannot compromise on. If I'm having my wedding, I want to be surrounded by people who make me feel happy and safe, and most of the family members on my mother's side don't do that. She's been in a pity mood since then, but my father told me it's my wedding, and as long as he doesn't have to wear a tie, he will be happy with whatever I choose. It's my day and my choice, and he's always been my number one supporter throughout all of my life, pushing me to stick to my pew-pews and make my own choices about my life. I just want to know if I'm the a-hole for writing that down. I could have easily written in their names many years in the future when I'm actually planning my wedding. I could have removed them. At the same time, I'm still upset she read it and I don't know what to do from here. Any advice would be lovely so I can fix the situation, or advice on how to talk to my mother about it, especially since I'm nowhere getting married. So there's some comments, but one, that was your journal.
Yeah.
You could write.
It's the first one.
You could write the most wild things in your journal, and that's yours. That's your space to be whatever you want to be in. So you didn't need to like fabricate something that wasn't true out of the off chance that your mom was going to invade your privacy and please her through your journal. Yeah. So
it's like, I love my mother. She's amazing.
I will invite all my family to the wedding. And I love my mom.
And I love my mom.
No, so you're not anything for writing or not writing anything. And then also, it's your choice to invite whoever you want to your wedding.
Well, I think you could bring up the reasons why you're thinking about not, like maybe don't go into the wedding so much as the reasons why you don't want to be around the family now. Because the wedding is not relevant.
Yes.
The wedding is a hypothetical, and I think bringing up a hypothetical is kind of just like a stupid conversation.
Yeah, I think it shows more of like that you the actual conversation is that you don't feel safe and comfortable around your family,
this yeah,
which
exactly.
is something super valid to tell your mom about. Comment 1 said, "Aw, you." That's all I got because this is dumb as.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
OP is very childish. So is OP's mom. A dream book on a wedding that isn't even on the table must be wishful thinking or tossing out ideas. OP seems to know it's nothing serious or set in stone, so no biggie. The fact that her mom read it and was insulted/traumatized by this theoretical marriage when there isn't even a prospective groom, no wonder OP has anxiety issues. Comment 2. This is so dumb. Why are you knee deep in wedding planning when you're single?
Okay, well, that's a lot of people do that.
A lot of people do that.
A lot of people go on like it's a big thing where like women go on Pinterest and like
and like plan it since they're like kids and like, oh, I'm gonna wear this. Common thing.
A lot of people do that.
Reply. The same reason girls used to have a hope chest. She wants to be married someday and is always dreaming of the kind of wedding she wants. Yes. Why do you have to crap in her Cheerios? Reply. This girl is very young and hopeful about all the aspects of her adult life. She's a planner and needs something constructive to do. So why the heck not? Are you single or did you have a wedding? It's safe to assume you are a man. Some women start planning their weddings as children, seeing as they are fed the BS of the greatest day of your life, basically from freaking infancy. Who gives a crap? If you don't like it, don't read it, let alone bother to comment. Do you feel heard? Do you feel better now, being the negative Nancy Pants that you are? If this girl wants to plan her future, more power to her. It's her mama that have got the drama. She's the one getting her panties in a twist over hypothetical scenarios. Dreamer's gonna dream. No need to be a about it.
Damn.
Dude, I feel like that was OP. Like in another comment defending herself.
Some people make a hope chest. Okay.
It's quite normal and
if I want to bedazzle my journal.
Comment number 3. I'm 42. My daughter is 13. I would never read her private thoughts on anything. That is a gross break of trust, and your mother has shown you she doesn't give a dang about your consent. That's also the problem. That is a complete invasion of trust.
Huge invasion.
You need to just ignore her when she starts talking about topics she was not invited to and look at moving out. OP, I am looking at moving out, but the first step is finding a roommate or a better paying job so that I could afford to, as I'm also paying off my student loans. Update. So I want to thank everyone who gave me advice on the situation I asked about and not the notebook itself. A lot of people pointed out that she has no reason to be so angry over hypotheticals. I plan to talk to her as soon as I put my thoughts together and what points I want to make. I may update once I talk to her, but with some of the responses, I may just leave this post here. I love my mother very much, but she has never been good with boundaries. Whether it was knocking on my bedroom door or asking personal questions about topics I don't like to discuss. My mother has done this before, as I have a regular journal for my thoughts when I need to vent. Maybe this situation was something I should have put away in that journal instead. There are also some who have asked why I'm planning so much, and like I said in my post, I have severe anxiety. And you're also a normal human being who do things like that. I've been on meds for it since I was 17, but if my anxiety gets bad, it gets bad. I like to plan ahead on many things to help reduce stress, and I know wedding planning can be very stressful, so I wanted a light outline so that when the time comes, I can be prepared a bit. I don't want something that is meant to be a happy occasion to be ruined by a meltdown or multiple because I get overwhelmed. This notebook is by no means super serious, and I just jot down ideas when they come to me, and I know it could easily change 5 years from now or even tomorrow. I get that it may seem a bit crazy to others, and that's completely valid. I don't write in it often, maybe once a week or once every other week. There have been quite a few people who said this is a bit much, and maybe it's time to put it aside until the day comes when I need it. I think people on the internet need to mind their freaking business.
Yeah, mind their business.
It's not even
You do whatever
weird.
you want.
Yeah.
You could be a bit much in your journal.
And it's not even a bit much. It's just normal. Or maybe it should be thrown out and I could start a new one later on in life when I'm actually engaged. We have another update.
Woo!
Once again, thank you to everyone who responded. I really do appreciate the feedback and outside perspective. A few people were a bit harsh with the replies, but maybe I could take that as a wake-up call that I'm a bit crazy with the planning. You could do whatever you want. I do have quite a bit of trauma from my childhood, but this activity that I thought was normal and healthy may not be as normal as I thought. This happens quite often where things I do that I thought were normal are in fact not. Sorry, this is so long, and I appreciate anyone who has read all of this. Haha. Comments. Comment 1. Oh, honey. Idea boards and journals like this are both normal and fun to make.
Yes.
If anything, they're a great way to pass the time and use as stress relief, like Pinterest. All Pinterest is a community full of people making idea boards and swapping DIY tips. You just have a hard copy of yours you jot into every now and again. However, when it comes to your mom, I would suggest talking to your therapist about her and to make stronger boundaries and how to let your mom know that her actions have consequences. But therapy for the journal itself, nah. Even your therapist would see that as a non-issue, as it's an idea board in journal form that is not on a social media platform. Also, ignore all the a-hole haters on here giving you a crap about a journal. I'll bet your dollars to donuts that they have a Pinterest or similar, but as it's social media, these idiots would argue that it's normal and accepted. Because let me tell you, before the internet and social media, all you had was journaling to put ideas and thoughts on paper, so no matter how serious or not it was, you're just doing it old school, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the end of the story.
My final thoughts on this, one, I think it's really a non-issue.
Yeah, and
I
it's
think
also
you could-
not
yeah.
even the point of this, and it's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's really irrelevant that you have a journal. I think the issue at the end of the day is that you and your mom need to have a conversation about who you're comfortable about around in your family
Mm-hmm.
and who makes you uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to respect that. And she also needs to respect your boundaries
Yeah.
in general.
Yes.
And I think as soon as you can and are able to afford moving out, that probably will be the best for both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but having a conversation with her about boundaries and about, your comfortability is very important.
Yep.
And
Talk
then-
your
yeah.
boundaries. Talk your safety.
And then my last thought is just kind of a general thing about journals, because I was wondering, I think a lot of times people will lie to themselves in their journals. I feel like a lot of people sometimes will not put the full truth in their journals because like you're thinking something, but you're afraid to put it down.
Because someone might read it.
Yeah.
Well, it's valid. People read
I know,
journals.
and people do. And it's like, it's interesting though, because it's supposed to be a space
Yeah.
for your honest, true reflection, but
Mhm.
even that it can sometimes not be. My entitled grandfather won't support my relationship, but still expects to be invited to the wedding? Nah, Grandpa. Trigger warning for elderly abuse and also Alzheimer's. My husband, 36 male, and I, 22 female, got married in February of 2023. The drama that came before it from my grandpa was pretty insane.
Is it because of the age gap?
By the way, this comes from Separate Chair 6337, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/showcase Storytime subreddit. The first thing is that my grandpa loaned me one of his cars, and it was a junker. However, at the time, we didn't have the funds for our own cars, so it was all we had. The brakes on this vehicle were so bad, the car screamed like a banshee every single time. There were times that we slid on solid road instead of stopping completely, and he refused to help us fix the brakes on his car, stating that they couldn't be that bad, or hopping into the car for 2 seconds, backing up, stopping, and then pulling back into the parking space and saying, they seem fine to me. Also, it wasn't just the brake pads that were bad. The rotors were shot to the point that it was a miracle the truck stopped at all. One night, I decided to DoorDash in my area to earn some cash since we were tight on money. The street was dimly lit, and there weren't any reflective signs warning that a sharp turn was coming up, due to the fact that if you stay straight, it turns into another road. So when I came up to the turn, I wasn't able to slow down and complete the turn due to the brakes failing on me. The truck drifted into the guardrail that runs along the side of the road where there is a good 4-inch drop off. After dropping off the order I had to deliver, I went home very shaken up. I talked to my husband, who was at the time my fiance, and then called my grandpa. I told him how the brakes had failed, and he came over to inspect the damage. Nothing much seemed to have happened, besides the fact that the plastic cover that goes over the passenger front tire had fractured off. Not once did he ask me if I was okay. My grandpa jumped into the truck, did the whole backup and park again, telling me that the brakes were fine, and I drove like a jackrabbit. My husband himself drove down that same turn in the dark when we got a new car a few months later and said that, yeah, that turn is a death trap if you don't know it's there. This was the first time my grandfather had met my now husband, and the first thing he could say after checking the truck and saying it was good to go was this: "Don't get pregnant." After telling him I was marrying this man, that was all he could say. We told him off, and I told him that he could go back home as his input wasn't needed in that area of my life. This happened in the December before we got married. Come February, we had everything ready to go. My mom and stepdad drove 16 plus hours to see me get married, and my husband's 2 closest friends also joined in. The day before the wedding, my mom and I went to our local pizza shop for something small to eat. We hadn't mentioned anything to Grandpa since, well, he made it clear he didn't approve of this marriage. Grandpa and Grandma were sitting in the restaurant and were surprised to see my mom. I mentioned that I was getting married the next day at the courthouse, but didn't give them a time as I didn't want them to come. They also didn't ask either. They suddenly seemed excited I was getting married and stated they wanted to come. Not once apologizing about the prior conversation back in December.
In their defense, the grandpa's probably having a lot of conversations that go like that.
Yeah.
So to him, he's just like, don't get pregnant. And then she's like, how could he offend me and my...
My mom and I got our pizza and left the awkward conversation, and my mom said I probably shouldn't have even stated where I was going since now the only reason they wanted to go was so their daughter didn't one-up them. I shrugged as they didn't have a time, and we enjoyed our pizza meal. The next day was wonderful. My husband and I got ready. I wore a beautiful dress that I found at Goodwill for like $10.
Wow, good for you.
And he refused to look at me until we were across from each other and the judge was commencing the ceremony. It was full of tears of joy, and we all ate at a local diner.
This is sweet.
Sounds like a great little wedding.
Yeah, small town wedding.
After saying farewell to everyone, we went back home. The wedding was at 9 a.m., and at about 12 p.m., my mom got a call from Grandpa. Grandpa asked her what time the wedding was. My mom told him he missed it and hung up. Grandpa didn't even reach out to me or my husband to ask us. He just went to my mom. She mentioned it to me the next day, along with some other sad news. Since 5th grade, my family owned this very large, chunky, and loving cat named Shep. No, he was my childhood cat. Slept on my neck every night until I moved out, my fuzzy best friend. Since the prior Thanksgiving, he hadn't been doing too well because of the loss of another childhood pet, our Chihuahua, Beast. They were besties and did things like steal together, destroy rooms, etc. After the passing of Beast, Shep's health started to decline. And in my heart, I knew that it was Shep's way of saying I had found the one. He held out long enough to know that his human best friend was in good hands and crossed the Rainbow Bridge, where I am sure he and Beast are stealing plenty of something together. My mom even got me a painting of the two of them, along with another pet that passed away for my birthday a couple of months later. My wedding was wonderful all around, and my grandpa still wonders why my husband and I are wary to visit them. My husband and I have been happily married since, and we now own 4 cats, 2 guinea pigs, and 1 corn snake. Dang. So you guys are fine.
What was the story about?
It's about the grandpa being like super unsupportive of the relationship. But it seems like he's just being a grumpy old grandpa, and we don't really have to talk to him.
Yeah. It seems like he was just being his old gram self.
Yeah.
And you don't
Seems
really
like you have a
care
great
about
life.
having him in your life.
Exactly.
And so there doesn't seem to be any predicament here.
Yeah. I think it's pretty straightforward.
It got solved.
Common One says, glad that you have a good wedding and congratulations on the anniversary coming up. But there is an update.
Oh.
Maybe something's about to happen. My grandpa and uncle have crossed a line that can never be uncrossed.
New character alert.
Recently, my grandpa called my mom up and told her on a Thursday that my grandma had not been eating well.
Oh.
Grandpa planned to take her to a doctor the next day. My mom and I thought he was meaning she wasn't eating much for just that singular day, and that was all. We didn't hear a thing on Friday. Come Saturday morning, we are notified my grandma has supposedly suffered a stroke and was in the hospital. My mom, who lives 1,000+ miles away, starts the drive out on our way to come visit grandma. By that evening, we are told my grandma did not have a stroke, but was in the hospital because she was starving.
Huh.
My grandpa had not taken her to a doctor on Friday and waited until my grandma was in a coma until he got her a doctor. Now, we were aware that at some point my grandma would stop eating on her own. This is because roughly 3 to 4 years ago, she was diagnosed with sundowners, which is the early stages of Alzheimer's. At some point, they just stop eating.
Oh.
My grandma is a whole 83 pounds at this point, and looks like a skeleton. My grandpa stays at home while grandma goes to the hospital via ambulance.
I feel like you could have given that context before all the other stuff.
This seems like the mostly relevant thing. And also, I do think that if your grandma is just unwell, I think you can make the case that grandpa is not able to take care of her.
Yeah, was he not making sure she was eating?
It doesn't seem so. In which case that she needs to either be with another family member or, in a senior's home. My uncle, her son, is my grandpa's first visitor. My uncle is a disabled vet and come late July is planning to go to New York. For whatever reason, he has my grandma tag along to be his caregiver. Not to enjoy the trip, but to clean up after him because his legs are no longer functional. He was not shot overseas, but rather in his home because the police showed up for some reason. Whoa. My uncle says the police just broke in and didn't say anything. Police say otherwise, but because my uncle was sleeping at the time, he reached for a weapon he now no longer wants.
My God. That's a crazy story.
Why the police were there, I don't know. I wasn't there. But anyways, now he needs 24/7 care around the clock.
Wow.
And anytime he goes on a trip somewhere, he gets his 88-year-old mother to care for him for free. Is this while she has Alzheimer's?
I don't think she should be taking care of anyone.
What is this family? You need to get your grandma help. First thing my uncle does is make a Facebook post about grandma's condition and then jump straight into, now this will make things hard on me come July to August when I go to New York. I'll need a caregiver. He makes 3 more posts afterwards throughout the day, updating about her condition, and then tagging, but I need more help than she does. My uncle also DMs me and my mom to see if we can help him. We both tell him politely no. This concludes Saturday. Sunday, my mom makes it to the hospital my grandma's at, where she meets my uncle. He doesn't greet my mom and stepdad with a, hi, how are you? Or glad you made it safe. Just straight up asks my mom, hey, about New York, are you going to help?
I'm just imagining, like, you come, you're like, how is she? He's like, oh, who? I'm
Grant,
going to New
my
York. Can you help me or
mom?
not?
Who cares about my mom? My stepdad cut my uncle off and told him no. My uncle then proceeds to ask if my youngest brother could help. And again, my stepdad told my uncle no. My stepdad then followed up with that my grandma's current condition is more important than some trip.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you mean?
It's New York.
It's New York. By this point in time, my grandpa has not shown up to the hospital once. I don't think he cares about your grandma. My mom, that lives 1,000+ miles away and drove 16+ hours to see grandma, made it to the hospital before a man that lives 30 minutes away. The same man that noticed a few days prior that grandma had not been eating and did nothing. Suddenly, because my mom is at the hospital, my grandpa wants to go. My grandpa gets there and doesn't even go into the room. He just stands out in the lobby. My mom and stepdad leave because they're beyond furious with the man for letting my grandma starve and do nothing about it until she was at a passing away store. I'm furious as well. My mom hasn't spoken a single word to my grandpa since the whole thing has come to light. My mom and stepdad come by to visit my husband and I. Mom grabbed a quick shower, and my stepdad and I rode up, and he dropped mom off overnight. I was unable to visit my grandma due to my husband and I having one car, and my husband works. I am a stay-at-home mom wife due to medical issues of my own. As far as my uncle and grandpa are aware, they stayed at an Airbnb. Nope, my stepdad slept over at our place until the hospital also allowed him to stay with mom overnight at the hospital. Now it's Monday. Once again, my uncle has asked my mom about the trip to New York. My uncle also makes a Facebook group chat with me, my grandpa, some of my mom's cousins, and then 2 random but strangers. My uncle excludes my mom and stepdad from this chat. So I slip on my little Sherlock Holmes hat and investigation mode. My uncle gave a few small updates, but not the larger ones. My grandma was supposed to get a feeding tube, but before the doctors could give it to her, my grandma woke up and started eating.
Great. Yay.
Amazing. She ate lunch and dinner, and my mom was happy because my grandma was at least awake now. However, once my grandma was awake, we learned about her mental state. My grandma was convinced she was at home and did not realize she was in the hospital no matter how many times she woke up.
That's sad.
I actually got to visit her on Monday, and she had torn out her IVs at the point. She has been combative with the nursing staff and only calmed down when my mom confronted her.
Oh, this is so sad.
My grandma couldn't even remember my uncle, called him Jack and the Beanstalk, and refused to talk to someone she didn't know. This is, very sad. The next day, my grandma ended up growing even more aggressive. The reason why, my grandma couldn't understand why my grandpa had not been to see her once. She flew into a rage, minorly hurt my mom through food, etc. The nurses had to sedate her to calm her down. My uncle just stated, oh, well, she's bipolar, just a manic episode. Uncle and grandpa freaking suck. Well, I decided to update the little group chat about the situation, and my uncle said he was doubting my mom on what happened, and that there's no way it could just be the dementia, and it was all because she was off her meds. I do believe that, yes, her bipolar condition played into that, but her dementia is what is causing her to not realize where she's at, causing her to not recognize her kid, and also why she would believe she was at her home and is upset that my grandpa won't come upstairs to see her. My mom is fed up at this point. She is exhausted and beyond furious. Emotions are high, and my uncle is the one who has the say-so on my grandma's health care.
Oh, really?
Why?
Yeah, why does he? He's the only one who doesn't care.
Why is he? Who let this happen? Who let this happen?
Yeah, and like, she was his caregiver, but he has say over her medical.
It really doesn't make sense why he would have a say over the healthcare when he is also not in a place where he can care for himself. So my mom decides to leave and head home since she did all that she was able to do. My mom feels like she's failed my grandma and feels like crap because she can't do more. My uncle is saying my mom is lying, and I sent a very long message in the group chat shooing him out along with my grandpa as well. Suddenly, he's not doubting what my mom is saying, but then randomly brings up a time where my grandma threw him across a countertop when he was younger when she first had bipolar episodes. A whole day after my mom had left and made it safely home, my grandpa finally visits my grandma. My grandpa has cancer and has radiation treatment at the same hospital. He went to see her solely because he was already going to be there. Now my grandma is refusing to eat and becoming more and more combative without mom to help. But my uncle and my grandpa, who have the say, told my mom that they needed the help. My grandpa was expecting my mom to go help him out. My uncle was expecting her to help out him as well. However, my uncle is at least visiting my grandma, but is trying to push for at-home care. Sadly, though, that's not going to work with everything that led up to her being in the hospital in the first place. And since my mom has been gone, I think my uncle is starting to see that my mom wasn't lying about anything and that my grandma's time on earth is shorter than it should have been. And there is a little bit more to this story, but this is just so incredibly sad that this poor woman is being treated just terribly by the people that are supposed to be taking care of her.
The people closest to her.
And also, it
her
seems
son and her son and her husband.
Son and her husband, who are supposed to be her caretakers, are not taking care of her, and the only people that seem to actually value her life and want to and care about her well-being are OP and her mom, who are not able to, advocate in the way that they should be able to because they're probably not on legally allowed to. Grandma is still in the hospital as far as I know, and her mental state seems to be dropping fast. It's possible that since she was starved, it punted her dementia into overdrive. I haven't spoken to either my uncle or grandpa since I chewed them out. My mom and grandma deserve better, and no one treats my mother that way. My mom and I are thankful my grandma is at least now getting the care she needs, but we both wish we could do more to help. I will give updates when they're available. And there are some comments to finish the story off. Comment 1 says, sounds like grandma needs someone to advocate for her. She may do better in a dementia unit where she is sure to get better care. I am sorry you and your family are going through all of this. Grandma is lucky to have you and your mom. Yeah. No, definitely needs way better care. Like, if you can look into a dementia care unit, as that comment said, that would probably be the best possible thing to do for her.
Yeah, I hope.
Get her away from these other people.
I hope your grandma gets the care.
Me too. But that is the end of that story.